What's good? What's good? What's good? Excuse me, I'm eating. Welcome to a late night edition of Smoked Out Society. I am your host, Havoc 3E, and we got another banger for y'all people. If you've been following me all day, you know what I've been talking about. I told you guys in my last live that more information would come out and we would get more answers. And exactly like I told you, more answers has come out. This is murder. I don't care what anybody fucking says. This is murder. This kid was about to go try out for a D1 school. All those white kids that were with him played with him. None of them had the fucking talent to go ahead and do what he was doing. That's murder, folks. I don't care what anybody says. And I don't know how many fucking times we're going to say this. Young, black, and brown men, do me the favor. I don't care how anybody takes this. This is my personal opinion. Stop hanging out with these fucking white kids. Stop it. These white kids are not, this generation of white kids are wigging the fuck out. Not all white people bad, because I want people to understand. I was raised by a white Greek Italian family. Yes, I was awarded a state. But this new generation of kids now, they're fucking out of their mind. They're losing it. They're somewhere else with it. I don't know how many more times we need to see black young boys going out with a group of fucking white kids and they're coming back dead. And then the audacity of these three little motherfuckers to show up at his house and give his mom his phone. And the very next day, they all three lawyered up and deactivated all their social media accounts and their parents. Let me give you the rundown. Y'all ready for this? One of the kids, the one that was that had his elbow on his lap, his mother's a fucking judge. The one that was the father's on the outside, his father's a lawyer. The one in the middle, that nigga father's a mason or some shit. That's why Ben Crump was like, don't touch the fucking body. We don't need y'all to do shit to the body. Allow us to do our own fucking autopsy. Ladies and gentlemen, a member of Smoked Out Society, Jamal X. What's good, brother?
Salute, comrade. Salute, man. Just gotta keep building, man, because I thought you was gonna go on at 12:30, but I had slid off and then I came back out. What's going on?
Bro, the situation is getting worse. Now more information is coming out over that kid. And it was reported today, this kid out of his entire school was the only one that was given a shot at a D1 school. All those kids we see in the picture with him are all football players. But they didn't have the talent that one kid had. This kid was about to go try out for 6 D1 schools. That shit is more and more information is coming out to me, and it's looking like murder, bro. Them three white boys jealous of him. He was about to get the bag and get the cake, and they took his ass the fuck out, bro. They took him out, bro. There's no other if, ands, way. Anybody that sees anything about this case has said the same thing. This boy was murdered. I dropped the link for those that also want to join up. You already know X was going to come up. For the rest of the members of Smoked Out Society and Rico Squad, you are more than welcome to come up here. Excuse me. But, yo, I'm going to be honest with you, X. This shit is looking like an execution more and more, bro. Like, come on, man. Who the fuck gives you their cell phone number to take home? Yo, take my cell phone to Charlotte. Let her know that I stood out here on a boat with y'all. Get the fuck out of here.
But you know they found the body, right?
Yeah, they found the body. And
did he drown? What was the situation? Or they got to do an autopsy?
Bro, they won't say. Mississippi won't say what's going on. But Ben Crump has already requested the body sent to Washington, D.C., so they could do their own autopsy. They got professionals and everything. They ready, bro. They want the body now. They don't want the body to be touched, tampered, or nothing with. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see Irv. I see Hacks. Y'all saying what's up to me and X. I'm sure X is popping. Y'all already know, man. We in the building, yo. Smoked Out Society. The link is up there for anybody that want to
This
join.
shit is terrifying, man.
Yeah, it is, bro. You know, wifey tells me I shouldn't say that because I got friends that are white and everything, but nah, man, the truth is the fucking truth, bro.
Nah, I mean, we're not talking about. You know, it's beautiful, plenty of beautiful,
White people.
good down to earth white people, man. It's just when you make a statement like that, only the guilty will reply. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because
Only the guilty
if you
will
know we
feel some
peoples,
type of
I
way.
don't. Yeah, that's like I don't have to keep saying over and over again, yo, man, yo, these certain yo. If the shoe fit, wear it, man. That's how it goes. If you feel like I feel some kind of way, that's
Then
because
you must.
you are
You
probably that way.
exactly.
Yeah, man.
I
Yeah, I
just
feel sorry for Shorty B.
yeah. It's just I at this point, I think it's safe to say that nobody black or brown is safe to be around a group of white kids. I know it's fucked up to deem that, but apparently that's what it's looking like.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I don't think you should be alone. If it's 10, 15 of them and it's just you, that's not a good look, man. You know, I'm not saying it's not for every case, but you know how it is. It's better safe than sorry type of joint, man. Because every time it seems like this, man, somebody ends up passing away, man.
And it's always the colored kid. It's always the
Yeah,
fucking colored kid. Had it been 3 colored kids and a white kid that happened to, all 3 of them black kids would have been in jail right now. Just for
oh,
fucking
come on,
GP
man.
status.
Fish fry.
They would have been
Leaking
locked
fish
the
fry.
fuck up right now. This shit,
That's a whole fact.
is becoming increasingly uncontrolled. Look, I'm gonna give you guys a prime example. Me and my wife, we ain't got nothing against white people. We cool
Me
with
neither.
white people. But I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm that type of nigga. Me and wifey, we don't want to see none of our kids with a Becky or Karen or Justin. I'm sorry, I don't. And I agree. Like, kidding, I was open-minded, like let my kids love or whoever they want to be with. But now, fuck that. Now I'm on wifey's bandwagon, bro. I'm literally on Charlene's bandwagon. I don't want to see none of my kids. And for those that don't speak Spanish, yo no quiero ver ninguno de los muchachos míos. And for those that are from the islands, I don't want to see none of my picnics with a white person dating a white person. There's plenty of fucking get an Asian, get a Puerto Rican, get a Dominican, get a black. Stay to your own race. I'm telling you, dating a white person right now is not healthy. As fucked up as that sound. If you are of color and you're brown or black, dating a white person right now ain't a good thing, bro. I'm sorry to say. And I don't see what the fuck is the infatuation, bro. I really don't see what the fuck is what's the big hoopla. Ooh, I got a white girlfriend. I really don't see what the fuck is the whole mindset behind it, bro. I know it sounds wild, crazy how I'm speaking, but the truth is the fucking truth, and we gotta just put it out there, man. Enough is enough. How many more of our children have to die innocently at the hands of fucking unnecessity? The question is now, are these 3 white boys about to walk scot-free? That's what everybody's waiting to find out. Now that's the answer we need to know. Are these 3 white boys about to walk scot-free? Like, how much more? What the fuck else needs to happen to the brown and black folks, man? Carmelo Anthony, they didn't get him because that boy was smart enough to get the fuck up out of there. He had moves. I'm confused, bro. I really don't understand the dating the white girls and hanging out with all these white kids and you being the only kid of color. Nah, man.
Yeah, it's just too sketchy, man.
No, the math ain't mathing. The math ain't.
Am I delayed?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Nah, I'm just saying the math ain't mathing here, bro. This whole situation is fucking terrifyingly scary. Hit the link, Tara. I see you, mama. Hit the link. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. This is what we're gonna probably be talking about for the next fucking couple of weeks, bro. This is
and
gonna
it comes to the thing. It was like, why? Why can't people? Why if you're gonna hang out with somebody, or if you got some kind of
Yeah,
hidden
come on,
agenda,
come
or if
on. I
you
want
know
to
a
smoke
friend that
too.
might not like the person, just tell them, hey, look, man, I don't think you should roll, man. You know, this guy right here don't like you, and they keep because I don't believe. I don't know. Well, you know, the facts will come out soon in a couple of weeks, but I don't know if it was coordinated. We don't know. You know what I mean?
You know
All
what?
these,
That's exactly that's what Charlene said too. She said that she felt like this whole shit was coordinated, like this shit was set up on purpose by a girl at that.
oh wow,
I'm telling you something. I'm telling you this. So much more information is gonna come out of this shit X that we all gonna be like, what the fuck? Like at some point, this shit has to stop. Give me 1 second, X. I'm gonna take the camera off because I want to eat, but I'm still gonna be
all right,
talking. It just
yeah,
don't
people,
make no
man,
sense.
it's just puzzling, man, and these old school
Motherfucker
uh
put no salt on this shit.
traditions that they had, man, they gotta let it go, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
We have a lot more common than people realize, man. If we just communicate with each other, you know, as opposed to
Now I bought this Burger King. I
people
don't
not
even
liking
want
you because you know, but you know, it's jealousy and everything, but it's just the level of jealousy to the point where you want to physically hurt somebody or kill somebody.
Yeah,
That's
but I don't
ridiculous, man.
understand it. You can go out there and hustle and work your ass off to get the same opportunity. Why hate on the next fucking man, yo? And it keep, I know we keep going back to the race issue, but this is what the fuck it is. It's a race issue.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. I'm going to say it this way because this is the only way I can say it. We're all fucking each other. How is this still racism? There's barely a fucking purebred in any race anymore, damn near.
Yeah,
I'm
especially
Puerto
in
Rican
America.
Dominican. There you go. I'm mixed. I was raised by white people. I'm married to a black woman. Half of my kids are black, half of my kids are Puerto Rican, the other are Dominican. Like, what the fuck are we doing out here? My wife's family are half black, half white. We are all sleeping with each other. There is a fucking serious melting pot. We are all a part of a melting pot. Why the fuck does racism still exist? We shouldn't hate each other no more. Prime
It's the
example,
government, man. Yo,
Tara
Hat.
Sanchez. She's fucking mixed too. And you know what's so crazy, Jamal? If you saw the show earlier, Tara's grandparents are white. And her white grandparents told her never to ever hang out with white people by themselves.
Sure
What
did.
the fuck? Her white grandparents
did.
told her. And you know why? Because she's a mixed child. Because she's a mix. And they knew that their granddaughter was a mixed granddaughter. And they told her Tara is mixed. She's not all white. And her grandparents that are completely fucking white
They're
told
Irish.
her, Irish, told her, never in your motherfucking life allow yourself or your kids to hang out with a group of white kids by themselves if there's no other color people around. Why the fuck would Tara's grandparents, 100% Irish, tell that to Tara and her kids who are mixed descent? That shows that them white grandparents of her knew what the fuck what it was about. They knew what it was. And they didn't want to lose them to their fucking family members. For some white grandparents to tell you never to hang out with white people alone if there's no other color people around, god damn it, bro. I would love to meet Tara's grandparents. That's fucking crazy, yo.
That's wild.
They prepared their family because they knew they had color, that Tara had colored kids. Tara's kids are half black and Spanish and white. So they want their grandchildren. They let them know, hey man, this is the way it's gonna be. We're white, and we're telling you never hang out with us unless there's more of you around. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's deep.
Crazy. And she's right there. I ain't
and my grandfather was in World War II, so that's probably how he you know what I'm saying? Probably went through a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah.
It's wild, man. This shit is wild.
Yeah, it's a messed up situation, and that's why I always stress to my kids: try to think before you do stuff. Just think. Don't just
Right.
react. Don't just jump out the
Impulse.
window, because that might
Yeah.
could be a detrimental mistake where you can never come back from, and possibly
Right.
could cost you your life or your freedom. So it's always just think for, okay, yo, we don't like this kid, yo, don't even let it get on the boat, man. Or maybe once the alcohol kicked in, because I think
Right.
they said alcohol was involved too,
I'm
if I ain't
sure.
mistaken.
You know what
Yeah,
that
you
is?
know
That's
that.
whitewashing it. We already know what that is. That's the whitewash. So they could go ahead and say they were all fucking drinking and it was an accident and they don't
Right.
know what
That's right.
happened. There's always a fucking whitewash. But it would have been 3 black kids and 1 white kid. Them 3 niggas would have been locked the fuck up
Oh
right now.
yeah.
Nah, they murdered him.
Yeah. They'd have
They
been
killed
arrested
The
for
him.
funny
sure.
thing
They
is
know
that
what the fuck they
when they
had
hang
to
out,
do. This shit was a setup. They're gonna make a movie out of that shit, bro.
Hell yeah.
yeah, the funny thing is that when they hang out with us, we make sure they straight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
We
they
don't
the
let
ones
nothing
that be
happen to
getting
them.
us caught up in shit half the time. Everyone knows that one white friend that just don't give a fuck. Be cursing out his own mother, your mother's
Right.
mother. Like, get the fuck out of here. How many memes we have of a white kid telling black and Spanish kid, oh, you don't gotta listen to your mother. She can't do that. You better
They
stop
do
the
be
cap.
doing that.
You better stop the cap. I only take the camera off so I can take a bite real quick.
No, my sister
So I
had
can
a
roll up and smoke with you.
my sister had a white homegirl, and she was like that. She would be calling her mama all kind of CUNT and all kind of shit, man. Like, wow. I would never talk to my parents like that. Ever.
Y'all saw a video where a white kid was beating up his mother.
Hell, fucking
Knocked the
no.
shit out of his mother. Shut up, pal. Let me talk. I was like, huh? Come on.
What?
All black and Spanish kids know you put your hands on your parents, nigga. You'd have been in heaven talking with your grandmother. Like, what you doing up here? Oh, I
Yeah, you
smacked
even
my
say
mother.
some shit wrong. You even
Probably
look
get your
wrong.
ass whooped in heaven too by your grandmother.
Hell yeah. Crazy. Shit.
I'm telling you, this whole situation is wild crazy.
My Mexican grandma, she had a gun, right? And her little stupid self gonna leave my brother and my sister in the car,
Oh,
and to go on a job interview at that. They was getting babysat by my cousins. I don't know what she went and picked them up for. Go on a job interview and tell them, don't go in there. There's a gun in there. What the fuck they gonna do?
And then you go to
My
fuck
brother.
in there.
Yep, my brother shot himself in the wrist.
What the fuck?
Yep. Needless to say, I never went with her alone anywhere
I don't blame you.
after that one.
Money and this fucking food was trash. I don't want none.
Yeah, shit. Some grandparents is crazy as fuck.
This shit is trash. I'm rolling up right now too, Tara.
Yep, I'm about to roll this shit.
I just want to see I'm wondering how far they're gonna go with this though. Like your ex, no bullshit. How far you think this is gonna go before this shit? And they
Oh, I
trying to
know
keep
that. I know ain't nobody gonna get in
national
trouble behind it. I can tell you that much.
Right, yeah, they
You can
not.
throw
They
that out
not.
the window.
They're getting off.
Yeah, you can throw
Who's
that out the
getting
window.
off?
Them
Who's
them
getting
three
Them
off?
boys.
kids, ain't nothing gonna happen to them kids, man.
Nah,
Nah.
no fucking way. No fucking way. I
Listen.
can't
Nah.
agree with you guys on that.
Hey,
All
we
the
should be
judges
used to
and
it by
lawyers
now.
and
I mean,
shit.
come on now.
Yeah. Nah, man, this shit is stupid though. I'd be really
I'm not saying
surprised.
it's right, but you know what I'm saying?
Right. It's just the
It's just a
truth.
reality.
Yep.
I don't know. Wifey saying that that's not the only kid that got jacked up this week by some white kids. There's another kid named Sean. I gotta look into
Wow.
it.
Sean.
So another black boy.
That might be trending, man. That might be a
How
trendy
about
thing.
the little
Missing for
girl?
the last 2 weeks.
Did y'all hear about the little girl that was so called missing, and the mom made a 911 call and everything? But I think the mom and the dad had the hand in killing her.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Javea.
right here. That's I'm in South Carolina.
Yeah, Javea. Yeah.
That's right here. I'm from the same where they got
Poor baby.
where they got arrested at. Or turned themselves in one or the other. I'm from
Yeah.
that's where I live at. I live in Aiken.
Fuck Aiken. Yeah, that's what it was. Damn, son. Poor baby.
Yeah, sad.
And then
man.
we out here killing babies now.
Shit,
A
right?
4-year-old,
Right.
man.
They own
We're talking about a 4-year-old.
Yeah,
They
she
killed
was
a
4.
4-year-old. Were they black?
Yeah. Well, the mom was like mixed, but
Yeah, that is kind of strange. But
strange as
it
fuck.
does happen, man.
It's rare for black
The
Hispanics
mom,
to
she
jacking their
didn't seem
kids
like
up
she
like
was all there
that's
though.
I mean, look at the dad. The dad don't seem like he all there.
Right? Yeah, he didn't either. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, they both look strange.
Hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
tell you
But
now,
the
God is
greatest thing
coming.
about that is that baby gonna haunt them till they go,
Hell
man.
yeah.
They gonna
Hell
think about
yeah.
that shit there's no way in hell they
Every
gonna go through
day.
a
As they
day
should.
without thinking
Right?
about
Every
that.
fucking day that you're alive, you gotta remember the fact that you had a child and you killed that child.
That's some
Until the
crazy
day
shit.
that
And
you
she was
meet your
pregnant.
and she was pregnant with another
She
one?
was pregnant, and the day, okay, she had already been missing a month, and the day
Right.
she made the so-called 911 call, she was acting as if she was missing right then and there, and then she had the baby that night. That
That's
night
true.
that she had called the 911.
Oh, I hope they get that kid from around them, man.
Right?
Well, now they definitely around.
Yeah, because she
They locked up
arrested.
now.
So yeah.
Yo, you gotta be a heartless motherfucker to kill her.
Yo, but half, man, people don't understand. It's the government, man. They so wicked. I'm telling you, they are wicked, man.
Oh hell yeah.
And they promote and they put this negative energy out through music. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot that they doing, man, to control the population. And
right,
you know, people not paying attention to it, man. And before you know it, you done did something silly. But like these kids, ain't nothing gonna happen to them kids, man.
And I don't know what
ain't
the fuck
is
going on, but they trying to for what I understand today, I read an article today. Yo, niggas is really trying to take down South Park. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, South Park is official.
Yo, they really trying to. They saying that certain groups are really trying to get South Park fucking taken off the air.
But you know, they just signed the new deal though. They just signed the new deal with Paramount for 1 point something billion. I know it's in the billions. Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's just crazy, bro. What's good, Irv? What's good? And South Park, man, believe it or not, man, South Park has been predicting South Park and The Simpsons. Them motherfuckers have been predicting a whole bunch of shit that has happened. Right? These are episodes we saw before. Yeah. We all saw the Donald Trump episode when he was a president supposedly years ago in the cartoon. Boom, now that nigga coming down the same stairs. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I think it's bizarre, man.
Yeah, this shit is bizarre. Bizarre.
That's a good word for it.
This shit is like the Twilight Zone, like the fucking show.
Is.
True story, B.
Your boy Mondani in New York, they're gonna want to killing him, yo. God forbid. He's pushing too many fucking buttons, but he's doing it for the poor and the underprivileged. The rich is not liking the fact that he's in he don't give a fuck, bro.
And the part that gets confusing is that like it comes to a realize this. How much money do you need? And then if these people we are helping you get to where you get, why not give a little bit back?
Right.
Like, I don't understand that part.
I don't either.
It's not like this guy's a trillionaire. You can't take. You're not gonna put all that money in your casket and take it with. I don't get it.
You know, you go ahead and you put all that money in your casket and watch me, you, Irv, and Tara show up at that fucking funeral all with fucking shovels. Like, what y'all doing here? What you doing here?
Right?
We're gonna dig that shit up.
And why y'all got a shovel? Why you got a shovel in a bag?
Like this.
Right.
Motherfucker X
setting up their kids and grandkids. That's why.
X is pulling up with an excavator. We're like, what the fuck, X? Taking a whole coffin now. We ain't about to be digging. I'm just taking that whole shit.
Nah, you know, that was really happening. A lot of people would die behind that. People end up getting killed on that money. Yeah, they got actually. He has life-changing money with a point where he can help people.
Right.
And they just so far detached from reality. And that's how I don't see how people spend money with these people, man. You know what I mean? I don't spend no money with Walmart. I don't spend no with all these major people. You know, I don't spend no money with them, man. Because you fueling the evil. That's the thing.
Yeah, right. Right.
The more money you spend with these people, the more evil they get.
Yep.
Like
they get that power.
Bill Gates, they weirdos, man. It's
You know what's
crazy.
crazy?
I know
Like
this shit sounds
we was
crazy.
talking about. Hold on a second. Let me say something
Yeah,
real quick.
I'm
Remember
sorry.
yesterday we were talking about Elon Musk with the $1 trillion. Remember that video
Yeah.
I showed you? That was a lot of money, man. I mean, the video you played, that was a lot of fucking money.
Wow.
You can
Hell
give that
yeah.
shit to the poor. Play that shit
They
for
Yeah.
these
don't
guys if
ever.
they ain't see it. That shit
No
was crazy.
need. You got all that money sitting
Because,
in the bank. You want to fix the
but
economy?
no,
Give everybody $1
that's
million.
right, because it's
Let
not
investment
real.
back into the country.
It's not real money. It's
Right.
all his investing. It's not tangible. That's the thing. They borrow.
Oh,
They
okay.
borrow. What is it like? They go borrow from banks and live off those loans. So it's like they're
Yeah.
forever in debt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They
Like
have all this
they
money,
pay
but
the
in
minimum amount of
actuality, they're
taxes.
not, because it's all
Mm-hmm.
in stocks and bonds and all this other bullshit. They know
Yeah,
how
it's
to play
hitting.
it. They
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that way they
Yeah.
don't have to pay taxes.
Yeah, I see
My
what you're
brother had
saying.
sent me some video about it. I was like, these motherfuckers know everything, how to get away with every motherfucking thing,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Prime example. I'll tell
And
you
it's just
this.
pure evil.
This
because they
out of
made the
my heart.
law.
COVID has brought back fucking obesity. I'm sorry. Let's keep it 100.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I think we can all agree that COVID had brought back obesity. Motherfuckers don't want to leave their house no more. They
Right.
either freaking the fuck out or just everything is computers punching in. Let me order this. Let me order that. Let me order this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty as a motherfucker.
Nah, my neighbor
Yeah, I
Exactly.
was
still
like, "Are
shop
you
at the
cooking?"
stores, but I order online
Yeah, I
too. I
still
just
stop.
and people gotta stop spending money with Amazon, man.
Yeah,
Stop
fuck
spending
that.
money with these people, man.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I be trying to
Target,
coach people,
Walmart,
man. Like,
all that.
yo, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's really not that difficult. The same things
Mm-mm.
that the same way you could get stuff through them, you could get stuff through other people, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We builded something. We builded something. Rico Squad. Smoked Out Society, and we should take this media a little bit more serious, man, and really try to cover more ground and get people to understand the same thing like NBC. We could become the same thing, but we've been reporting from our neighbors, our communities, because we don't really have a solid outlet. I'm talking about where we could go to and get information from. All the information is from, non-white people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, non-black, well, white people. It ain't no disrespect to
Nah.
nobody, because I don't want anybody to think that,
These motherfuckers are trying to
you
bring
know,
back slavery so bad, and they don't understand it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, man. The people we got now. What's good, Pain? What's good,
it's going to
Rico?
work. It's going to work. If we keep that same attitude, like it's not, or it keeps projecting that energy, or saying that something won't work before we give it a shot. You're not going to get the total population. That's ridiculous to think like that. You're not going to
Right.
do it. But if you could get, if you out of 100 million, if you could get 5 million, that's a start. Because it's a lot of people. A lot of us is going through the same similar things. But if we keep saying something can't happen before we even try,
Mm-hmm.
that they winning. That's why they love it. They get
Mm-hmm.
off on it. They're like, yo, they already saying something can't work and they ain't even try to do it. This right
We're
here is a
we're
weapon, man. This media
we're
right
so
here, the
complacent.
social media.
Mm-hmm.
Irv, you know I always go to you with certain things due to your background and everything. Once again, I'm gonna come to you with the same question I asked you over the last situation. Come on, Irv. What's gonna happen? As a police, you show up to the scene. What? Like, what do you think is gonna? What do you think is gonna happen with this shit?
What do you
How
mean?
far do you think
The
this is gonna?
situation? I don't fucking know, nigga. I can't answer that.
What, when you pull up to the kids in the boat thing? That what
If
you
you
mean?
was investigating it, what would be your first thought? There you go. That's what I meant to ask.
That them boys did it.
Yeah, pretty much. The boys did it. Facts.
For real. But
So we all in agreement that we feel that them motherfuckers killed them.
Yeah.
Oh
or
yeah,
yeah,
he's
I
gonna
mean,
be. Yeah,
yeah, or like
yeah.
pushed them in the water or something.
See, I was gonna give them the benefit of the doubt when
Right,
I
right.
heard it,
That's what I was
Right.
thinking.
but then you know what made me change my mind, and y'all gonna laugh at me when I found out that they showed up to the kid's mom's house, gave
With the
her the
phone.
cell
Yeah.
phone, and then
Yeah.
2 hours later, all three of you motherfuckers had lawyers Y'all remove your personal, your social media accounts and everything.
Yeah, that's all
Did
that
y'all do
speaks
that?
very
That's
loudly. Yeah,
sus. That's
Who
very
did that?
sus.
yeah, that speaks
Yep.
very
Check this
loudly.
out. The kid that had his elbow on top of the Xavier's thigh, his mom is a judge. The kid, the white kid with the glasses at the far end, his father's a lawyer. And the one in the middle, his father's a fucking Mason. That smells like a fucking cover up. The
That's
judge,
connections,
the
B.
Mason, and the fucking lawyer. Why you think Ben
Connections.
Crump was going crazy today? Don't touch
Yeah,
the
right.
body. Don't do nothing to the body. Leave it alone. We don't
That
give a
already
fuck.
probably did
Don't
though.
even wash it. Leave it the way it is. Put it in a box and send it to DC. Do not contaminate the body. Bro, this shit is this is gonna get
Yeah,
a lot.
that's what we need. That's what we need more of, man. We need more
Yeah,
instead of athletes
yeah,
and
yeah.
entertainers.
Right.
We need more
Fuck.
lawyers, doctors, and you know, and stuff like that. And
I said this a week ago, and I'm gonna say it again. We are on the verge of a fucking race war.
well, I hope not, man.
And I
That's
know
Oh
really
I
no.
hope
not
not. I
beneficial.
hope not neither. But I'm gonna say this. And I did the math. For every one white person in the United States of America, there are 12 minorities. So that means one white person to 12, either black, brown, Indian.
Yellow.
That's what they said.
Do it for them 12, half of them 12, or that.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, they might be sellouts, but the way that the math is mathing is for every one white person, there's 12 minority. Yeah, we might have 3 or 4 that might be fucking coons and turncoats and everything, but at the end of the day, I haven't met one person that could beat up 10 people or 12 people. What the fuck what are we doing?
Yeah, but
Bruce Lee. That's
that
it.
ain't gonna work, man.
We could get together to
Right.
make a fucking line outside of a Foot Locker to get a pair of sneakers, but we
Right.
can't come
Yeah,
together
that part.
and jump the fucking KKK or all these fucking white supremacist
That's
groups.
what I'm saying. We're so
Yeah,
complacent because we're so comfortable because we're so privileged here in America. Period.
yeah.
We never had to
But
really
see that,
fight for anything.
right? And that race thing, that ain't gonna work because they're gonna they'll just issue a martial law. That's what
Hmm
they want to do. That's what they want
Yeah,
to do. So
because
now
every
you
time
can't
this
get to
dude is
the polls.
president,
You
this shit
can't.
happens.
Yeah, you can't get to the voting booths. You can't get to here. Everything will
Right.
be restricted. And
Right.
and like I said, man, this it's a start, man. You got to start. Everything starts from something. You know what
Hmm
I mean? And an understanding that we got a goal. We got a goal. We trying to reach these souls and realize, tell people you're not alone, man.
Yeah.
The only reason why you're alone is because you're fighting this battle alone. We going through the same things you're going through, and we can get a good understanding. And even when you become successful in anything you do, they're going to send a mold. They're going to send somebody to
Right.
try to destroy you, like the Black Panthers, the
Yeah.
Brown Pride. You know, even the United Patriots. It's a lot of white people going through the same struggles. That's why I never condemn. You can never 100% just
Huh?
condemn everybody. You can't
Whoa,
do it.
whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, we about to have it out. What did you just say?
What?
That there's
But
white people going through a struggle like us?
Poor white trash that
yeah,
gay.
man, you'd be
Bro, I
surprised. I'm in
see,
the
yo,
South.
I'm gonna tell you
I'm in
something right
South
now that I
Carolina.
saw in my life that changed my perception on how we view.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
at
in
a
South
job
Carolina. I
working.
see it.
I
Yeah,
was
I
at
see
a
it.
job working. This was before I met my wife and everything when I was still in New York. I was working at a company, and I watched a company turn down 3 qualified people, an Asian and 2 black people,
Uh,
for a security position. Let alone you see this crackhead white motherfucker come in. You know that nigga was on something. You know he was doing something, was on something.
hmm
We all can tell a cracky when they come through the door. No matter
That's right.
how good he tries to clean himself up. Do you believe they gave that motherfucker the job
That jaw
over
gave it away.
the other 3 qualifications? And then to make it worse, not only did they give him a job, the motherfucker didn't even last a month. He got fired from one of the sites from Steve.
Mm-mm.
But that same dude, I bet you got another opportunity somewhere else. You know why? Because he's
Oh
white.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
White
yeah,
True.
is
yeah.
right, black is whack. This is crazy, bro. This just don't make no sense. If you think about it, even in today's sports, everything is catered for us. We're the dominant species. That's why there's so much fucking mixing and interbreeding. They want our genes. Black and brown people's genes are fucking are God's gift to this world. We're just gonna keep it real. We don't burn it. We don't burn in the sun. We're more athletic. We're more caring. We're more assertive and better survivors. Okay, I'll try your shit. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking absolutely crazy, bro. I haven't even lit my blunt because it's just fucking wild just thinking that this is gonna.
Yeah, that's why we need more. We need, instead of knowing the person that got the keys or the pounds, we need more law enforcement. Law enforcement. Because it's these young kids that I work with. And I was like, yo, we was building. He was like, yeah, man, I'm thinking about making a career move. I was like, what you trying to do? He said, yo, I'm about to become a cop. I gave him a hug. I said, I'm proud of you. I said, that's what we need. It's nothing wrong with becoming law enforcement and trying to make a difference. You, black and brown people, is no way you understand the community because you come from there. You know what I mean? So you come to the game with compassion. Do you have to do your job? Of course you do. You know what I mean? Is the job difficult? It's extremely difficult. Is it a bad thing? No, that's a great thing. It's great to be a part of law enforcement. That's what we need more of, to create that diversity inside in those stations, because we understand what it's like to come from the neighborhood. We know what it is.
Yep. My cousin became
a cop there. And it's two of them. It's a 21-year-old and it's a 28-year-old. And I steady encouraging them, yo, because he just one of them failed the test. I was like, yo, keep going. That's what we need more of, man. And then these kids, instead of looking up to the drug dealers, they'll look up to the policemen and want to become a cop, want to make a difference in your community.
They look like
you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, because people come into your community with a notion that you're a criminal, and you ain't never committed a crime in your life.
We have those type of cops in the neighborhoods, but they're fucking they're coons and turncoats.
Yeah, but Havoc, you was talking about jeans. You wear Jordan jeans. Nobody wants your shit. Get the fuck out of here.
What the fuck you just said, Jordan? You better stop disrespecting my Levi's.
Man, I ain't been shopping in so long. I don't even know how, man.
Right? Me neither.
Everything I do is for the kids, man.
Yeah. That's true. That's some true
I don't
shit.
even have the desire, yo. You know what I mean?
I know, right?
Every once in a while, I might get something, but
even I'll go, look, I went to look for me some shoes. I don't even see nothing, and I don't even want to spend no money either.
Right.
I'm like, everything is like $100 a pop. I'm like, cold
I
shit.
always said this. I always
or
said
more.
this. Check this out. You know what's so twisted about this world? That let's just say, hypothetically speaking, all the black people, check this out, all the black people decide to get up and leave the United States, and they go to Africa, wherever. They just go to predominantly black places. All the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans just skip it up and get the fuck up out of here. Asians, whatever. I could see that if the United States was only white people, I could see these motherfuckers come out and say that a black, Spanish, or Asian person jumped on the plane, came to the U.S., committed some crimes, killed some people, got on the plane. These niggas would say some shit like that, bro. Yeah, they stuck into the country underwater and all this shit, went and blew up a couple of buildings, and then they went back to DR, Puerto Rico, Africa.
That's crazy you brought that up, man, because that'd be like almost 200 million of the population.
Right, that'd be right there. Everybody.
And the sad part about it is that nobody, if we're gonna keep it 100, everybody should leave the United States. The only people that should stay here are the indigenous Indians, because this was their home, this was their fucking country.
Man, they struggling to survive themselves, man. It might only be 1 million of them, man.
Yeah.
They almost exterminated them. Think about that.
And they be all mixed out too with Spanish, all that.
Yeah, that
and
too.
Mexican and
so what happened? Where the fuck we gonna go?
That's what I'm saying.
It's the whitewashing.
Is the even if we left this country, they would find a way to blame us. They would try to
For
fucking find
something,
a way
yeah.
to blame the colored people, yo. They can't exist in this country without us. It was a prime example. Trump got rid of all these fucking Mexicans. What happened? The farming industry went under,
Collapse.
collapsed,
It wasn't only
systematically
Mexicans though.
collapsed. You
It
know how
wasn't
many
only Mexicans.
houses?
Yeah, Guatemalans. Yeah, it's a lot
Right.
of
Yeah,
It was all
Guatemalans.
yeah,
Salvadorians.
Yo,
Yeah.
They
Africans,
Harry,
even did
don't be
everybody.
racist.
a
Don't leave it
study the
just
other
for
day.
Mexicans.
They
Now
did a
you
study the other day.
know I had to come up here to get on
Oh
your
Queen
ass
shit,
Chef.
right
I'm
quick.
going on mute.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
kudos to the topic, kudos to the content, but I gotta get on your ass right quick because I wouldn't be your sis if I didn't get on your ass and correct you when you're wrong. You up here judging white people for the same thing that you're doing right now. You're judging one race. You're holding all white people accountable for what a couple of white people do.
No. I actually earlier, I don't think you saw it. I had refrained from that because that was fucked up. I actually said not all white people, but I did start off crazy though.
But you're doing it
There's
now,
some
though.
great white people, but
You're doing it now, though. And that's the thing. When Harry said that there are some white people that are going through the struggle, he's right.
mm-hmm.
Everybody in every race, they going through the struggle.
Who the fuck is Harry?
Just because you got a couple of bad apples, it doesn't mean that you got to hold the whole basket full of apples accountable for the couple of bad apples. Yes, unfortunately, in the society that we live in this day and age, it has become popular to fear your own kind. Fear them that they're going to judge you, that they're going to shame you if you don't side with them.
Right.
Okay? You got the Puerto Ricans, they don't want to. Puerto Ricans are the ones that are like, you know what? I don't give a fuck if you black, white, yellow, purple, green. My door's open to you. But unfortunately, there are other races. You got blacks. If you don't agree with blacks, they're going to start looking at you like you a traitor. You got whites. If you don't agree with the whites, they're going to start looking at you like you a traitor. So unfortunately, it's become a new trend to where if you don't stick with your own kind, you're a traitor. So you got to remember that, yeah, there are some fucked up white people, but you also got some dope ass fucking white people out there too.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I was raised by some good people that were white, gave me a home. And one thing I tell people about that, yeah, I was a water of the state. I was raised by a Greek, white, Italian family. But the one thing that Mr. and Mrs. Mulcahy never ever stopped doing was every opportunity they had. We love you. You're the son we always wanted, but we don't want you to forget where you came from. We know you Puerto Rican, Dominican. We want you to keep your race, your culture, and everything. We just want to love you and raise you like our own. Them people ain't have to give me that fucking open home. There was no need for it. But they offered me an extended hand. Yeah, I lived in Astoria, Queens, around a lot of white people. I was raised by them. Yeah, I tell the truth. I had a fucking silver spoon in my mouth for everything. But I didn't let that turn me. I still went with the struggle, still went out there, hustled and everything. I didn't let fucking a silver spoon in my mouth turn me into something that I knew in reality would not be suitable for the world that we live in. But I respect them. And that's why I say, I got to dip. Not all white people are bad. I had to correct myself. There are some good ones out there. There are some ones that are good, but still don't crossbreed or don't want to fuck with the opposite race. It's like I tell people, at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to tell a Spanish man how to deal with a Spanish woman if you ain't fucking Spanish. Let's keep it 100. No matter if you dated Spanish women, it's just. Am I making a little bit of sense? Like, you know what I
Of
mean?
course, you're making a lot of sense, man.
That's like me
No.
coming and telling Jess, a woman should do this. Nigga, you got a balls and a dick, and you telling a woman what it is to be a woman? Bro, go sit your ass down over there, Havoc.
Right.
Like,
I don't necessarily agree with that statement to where you can't tell a Spanish man how to deal with a Spanish woman. You just gotta have a husband that knows how to understand his fucking wife. It don't matter. It don't mean nothing about no race. You could have a white man that's married to a Spanish woman, and he knows how to deal with her or he knows how to lead her, or whatever the case is. Listen, Irv could be a whole fucking Jewish nigga, and his wife could be an Indian. It's just all about how he leads her
God
and
damn.
how he talks to her and how he treats her. It don't got nothing to do with, oh, if you a black man, only a black man can tell a black woman how to go. No, only a grown ass man
Facts.
can lead a woman, and only a grown ass woman can lead a man. It don't got shit to do with your skin color or your race background.
Unfortunately, though,
Listen,
I
James,
my nephew,
agree.
my
we were
nephew
told
right
right
now.
now we
You can't help who you fall in love with. Yeah.
what
You
happened,
cut
Tara?
up, Tara. What happened, Mama?
I said you can't help who you fall in love with.
Yeah,
Right.
That's a
Like it
fact.
doesn't
Exactly.
matter what color you
That's a
are.
fact, and it don't got nothing to do because listen, let me tell you something. I knew a white couple that unfortunately because of certain things that happened to the woman when she was young, she wasn't able to have any children. She adopted 8 black children.
Mm.
And let me tell you something that when she raised those black children with honor, with scholars, with dignity, integrity, with love, those kids learned what it was like to work in a soup kitchen, what it was like to eat a Happy Meal, what it was like to eat a Lunchable, and what it was like to eat a 5-star meal. She taught them what it was like to open a door for a lady, what it's like to pull out her seat. She raised them children down to the T. And I know because I went to school with one of those kids.
Mm.
And she was the dopest white woman and the man too. Always at their events, but she was quick to get on their ass if they wasn't acting right. And did she have to be black to raise black children? Nah, she was just a mother. So it don't matter what your skin color is. Listen, my husband, who's my husband, okay? Everybody know who the fuck he is. That nigga crazy as a motherfucker, okay? You gotta learn how to deal with who you're with. I know damn well Shirley sometimes look at you and she look up at Jesus like, Lord have mercy. I don't look good in orange. I don't look good in orange. I don't look good in orange.
Yeah,
But
I've
it ain't
told her
got
she
nothing
ever
to do
kill me,
with
I'm
her
gonna come back
race.
and haunt her for the rest of her life.
No, you won't, nigga. I'll vanish your fucking spirit. Anyway, moving on. But so yeah, no, I don't agree with that statement. And I've heard that statement quite a few times, not just from you. I've heard it many times throughout the years that it takes a black man to know how to handle a black woman, and it takes a Puerto Rican man to know how to handle a Puerto. No, it just takes one grown ass man to know how to handle a grown ass woman, and vice versa, a grown ass woman to handle a grown ass man. That's all it's
Yeah,
really
just
about.
take communication, really. As long as you can communicate, you should
And we
be
don't
able to.
have a
Right.
lot of that. We don't have a lot of that. We see that shit online. Motherfuckers is killing themselves. They tripping, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Prime example. I'm sure if Jess was doing her show already, we would have probably known all the fucking information in the backstory. I'm sure we've all seen on social media that shit with Tigger and his
Oh no, no,
girlfriend.
no! Don't make me talk about it because that's my show.
Okay, but like I said, it comes to there's too much shit out there. Money is the root of all evil too. That's another thing.
Yeah,
But
I
you
want
Money
to
don't
is
talk
have,
about
yo, they
that. I'm
raise their
waiting
kids
for
to hate,
that.
man. They teach their kids to hate.
Yeah.
That's why
You,
Yep.
a
you know
lot of
what
that
it is?
energy. I mean, we talking about centuries. We're not talking about just 10 years
Right.
ago.
Right.
This is something that's
Generation.
bred into them, man. Now, I took my kids to the park one day, man, and this is a true story, right? I took my kids to the park, and then they was playing regular white kid. He had his parents out there. Boom. I didn't really vibe with the parents and nothing like that. Pieced it and all that, and not for no particular reason. It was just a peace thing. So boom, yo, this kid came up to me, man. He said, "Yo, my mom and dad teach the dog how to attack white when they see a black person attack them." Yo, I was shocked, man. I was like, and I looked at Shorty and I said, "Hey, man," I said, "I don't really think your parents want you to share that information, but kids are pure, so
But
you
see, you see
can't."
how good-hearted you was. You basically saved that kid and his family from Lord knows if he would have went up and said that to the wrong black person who would have probably been on one and was walking with something. Oh man, we would
Yeah,
that would
it blew my mind, man. I couldn't believe that. I was like, wow. But see, we don't do that. We don't do that. So you know, our kids are accepting. They accept everybody because I'm from the Bronx. and I grew up with nothing but my neighborhood was predominantly Latino. Know what I mean, but it was all love. I didn't understand it until I actually left the city because I didn't get it. Yo, it was legends, Puerto Ricans, Dominican legends in my neighborhood, and I never looked at them as the nationality. I just looked at them as the person, and it's a dude named Tech. Man, Tech raised me. He's a Puerto Rican dude. He raised me, man, and I love him. To this day, I still love him. Whenever I'm in the Bronx, I make sure I go see him. And we don't do that. So we don't understand that
Yeah,
energy. We
that's a
don't we
fact.
don't know where
I
that energy
agree with
comes from.
that.
We don't do that.
I agree with that. Listen, my family, y'all know me. My name suits me perfectly because I talk my shit. I have no filter and I don't hide anything. I've said it before. My father's side of the family is about as racist as it gets. Okay. And I've had aunts whenever they seen the type of dude that I was dating when I was younger, which was, you know, 85% of the time it was always a black guy. It's just what I ended up getting along with. And I remember one time I had an aunt tell me that I was ruining the family's name, that why couldn't I stick with my own kind? Listen, my father, okay, ended up telling me one time when he was like, "Oh, are you dating anybody?" I was like, "Actually, yeah, I am." And I showed him who it was, and he was like, "You can never just get a fucking Puerto Rican nigga. You can never just get a Spanish nigga." I said,
Mm.
"Nah, I got me a nigga."
You stupid.
I said, "What the fuck is the problem?"
I
And
don't want that nigga in my
he
house.
was like, that's exactly what he said. That's exactly what he said. I was 17 years old, and that's exactly the words that came out of my father's mouth. I don't want that nigga in my house. I
Damn.
said, well, guess what? Your two sons are black. You don't want them niggas here neither? Because my brothers are 6'7" and 7'2", and they are as
Mm.
black as it fucking gets. And so are my nephews and nieces, on top of the fact that we're half black. So I'm like, you don't want them in the house neither? But you see, I had a choice. I can either abide by the rules
Or kick rocks.
or I can, nah, it was never kick rocks. Because let me tell you something. My father learned the hard way. I'm not the one that you boss around. I was born very differently. I'm not the one that you boss around and you try to lead my life. Not happening. Okay. I was always taught that my opinions mattered and my
That's
opinions
right.
were valued. So if I didn't like something, I was taught that I was allowed to speak on it. So my father knew better than to take it there with me, you know. But I had a choice. I either follow my father and his family's lead and keep it to where Puerto Ricans be with Puerto Ricans, or I lead my own path. And I led my own fucking path because I wasn't gonna let them dictate how they made me see any other human being in this world.
That's right.
I didn't give a shit if you were purple, orange, green, white, whatever the fuck it was. I just needed to know that you was true to you, whether you was a friend, a family member, or someone that I was in a relationship with. I just needed to know that you was a real person, that you was true to yourself, and that you wasn't gonna fucking kidnap me at the end of the day. That's all
Damn.
I needed to know.
That's right. Irv, you wanted to say something? You like you was about to hit us with something.
Yeah, I was gonna say that if you think about it, I don't know how many places you guys travel, but when you go to, like, for instance, the United States, right? It's the 50 states. This is what I think is the biggest problem in the United States in regards to racism. Like, we're New Yorkers. You go down south, they hear your accent. Oh, you from New York? Like, we're so different in everything. You know what I'm saying? Every state is different in regards to your slang, the way you talk, the way you dress is different. You go to Puerto Rico, and I've been there a million times. Everybody is the same. They know you're a foreigner, but everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no there's no like a certain section of Puerto Rico that they're like, oh, we don't speak that way, or we don't dress that way. Everybody dresses the same. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
same thing like in Europe and different countries. You know what I'm saying? They dress the same, and they you know what I'm saying? There's none of this shit that we're going through where it's like, oh, well, white people are racist. I'm pretty sure there are, but they're probably more racist in another part of the United States that we haven't been to. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of like it's kind
Mhm.
of hard to like. I know what Havoc was trying to say, but it's like the United States is just so. Like I said, every 50 state is different. You know
It's
what I'm saying? You
different.
go,
We all mixed.
we're more mixed, yeah. Where other countries, everybody's like the same. Like I never been to Russia, but I'm pretty sure Russia is everybody speaks Russian. You know what I'm saying? There's no accent. Like for
Let
instance,
me
Tara
ask,
has a California accent. You can hear that shit off the rip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
let me
Yeah,
ask
I was
you and
gonna
just
say
a
like
question.
here, there's everybody here. Like we got Cambodian, Vietnamese, Samoan, Tongan.
No, that's
You know
true.
what I'm
But
saying?
again,
Filipino, Hawaiian, Mexican,
let's look at
any
it like
kind of
this.
Central American.
Back in the days with the gangs. Oh, you can't wear red. You in New York.
Right.
There's really no Bloods and Crips. I mean, now there is, but it's kind of like fake. But you go to California wearing red, like you banging? No,
Yeah.
my man, I'm just
That's
wearing this
yeah. It
outfit.
ain't so much as
Oh,
how it
It's
was
sad,
before, but
man. Yeah,
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
it's
So it's
like
like same thing with boxing. I'll give you a perfect example. Canelo, the whole Mexico loves that dude. But in New York, Floyd Mayweather, fuck that dude. You know what I'm saying? How many New Yorkers are really Giants fans? I know guys that live in Long Island, they love the Cowboys. And never been to Texas. It's a fact. So that's what I'm saying. The United States is kind of different when it comes to certain shit. You gotta
I'm
accept
Yeah.
it.
from New York and I hate the Yankees.
and
See?
it's funny
Sue me.
that you said
And
that.
my
I want
brother
to
loves
ask
the
you a
Yankees.
question, Irv. I want to ask everybody
Like
on the
me, I don't
panel.
like the Mets. They suck. It is what it is. I've
Fuck
always
you.
been a Yankee fan. You understand what I'm saying? But
Let's
it's
go.
not
Oh
like
yeah.
that other places. They love their whatever team they have. They love that shit. You see the soccer team?
Yeah.
What is it? The Ecuadorians, if I'm not mistaken. Whatever's going on in Queens, they're going crazy, bro.
Hmm.
You know. But we're kind of like, fuck it. I like the Cowboys. I like the Knicks. I was never a Knicks fan or whatever the case, but people love the motherfuckers all of a sudden. And guess
So
what?
Yeah, we got freedom of choice.
Hold on, but just to explain something. Oh, the Knicks and then the Spurs come and they whip their ass. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro. We're so divided in a lot of things. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the point I'm trying to make. But go ahead.
So I want to ask you a question, Irv, and anybody in the panel can answer. I don't fly. I'm afraid to fly. I don't get on planes and nothing like that. And you see how Irv touched up that when you go to other places, they could tell that you're not from there.
Right.
My grandmother, my mother's mother, she was Puerto Rican 100%. And this is what killed me about this. She could not stand fucking Dominicans. She hated Dominicans, but she loved black people. I'm like, yo, hold on a second. Do you know blacks and Dominicans are kind of the same? No, they're not the same. Dominicans are fucking Dominicans and this shit and this and that. And the black people are different. The black people got nothing with the Dominicans. I used to look at my grandmother like, Lord Jesus.
I can explain to you exactly why she didn't like Dominicans. Because let me tell you something. I got Dominican. Listen, I got Cuban, Ecuadorian, Dominican. Who the fuck you talking to? I will slap you off this panel. So, got Cubans, Dominicans. We got everything in this fucking family. We're like a bunch of mutts. But I had a lot of Dominican friends that sometimes when they used to talk a certain way or act a certain way, I used to look at them and be like, why the fuck do I associate myself with you? Because they're very, to them, when they say certain things or they play a certain way with you, no matter who you are, to them, it's all fun and games. Something that's fun and games to them is very disrespectful to us. Like my god brother, one time, he called me a certain name. I wilded out on him. When I tell you I spazzed the fuck out on him, I spazzed the fuck out on him. And he was like, oh, it's just a joke. It may be a joke to you, but that's actually insulting to me. Okay? I had a female friend. She was Dominican, the dopest fucking person ever. She was, she was fly and everything, but she was Dominican. And one time, my mom, me, my cousins, my comine, and the Dominican girl, her name was Angie. We all went out to Applebee's to eat. and she thought that it was okay. The guy that she brought with her, he was Dominican too, and they thought that it was okay for them to sit there and throw a little jokey joke in between themselves about the rest of the Puerto Ricans that were at the table. But I caught on to it because when you are around Dominicans long enough, you tend to pick up on their slang and what they're actually trying to say. So they're sitting there and they're cracking at each other and stuff like that. And my comadre, she looks at me, she's like, "What are they laughing at?" I said, "They just called us spics."
Oh wow.
And she was like, "What?" I said, "They just called us spics. They're doing a little, they got a little joke in between them, and they don't know that I know that that fucking word in Dominican means a spic." So I looked at her, I said, "Tell me I didn't, that my ears deceived me." She was like, "What happened?" I said, "What happened was you just try to play yourself at a fucking table with like 10 fucking Puerto Ricans, and y'all the only two Dominicans here. So how dare you sit there and make a joke about us being being spics?" She was like, "Oh, this is the problem with you people." That's the number one phrase that boils my blood when somebody says "you people." I don't care what race you are. When you use the word "you people," that shit boils my blood.
Oh
So
yeah.
she's like, "Oh, that's the problem with you fucking people, is that you people are so sensitive and you this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah." I went off on her. And the last thing I said to her, I said, "Let me tell you something. You could sit up here and you can be all high and mighty and you could think you the shit. But at the end of the day, your fucking people come to America to take the clothing that we fucking have and all the fucking fashion statements that we got over here to take it back to your fucking country. You're fucking copying everything that we do over here in New York." Because she was also talking shit about people in New York. And I was like, it's sad that you come here to vacation and this is how you treat not only your so-called friends, but this is how you treat a state that you're visiting. And that's wrong. That's wrong of you because you're an adult. I said, so don't ever walk around here thinking that you're high and mighty and that you're better than all of us. I said, because let me tell you something. At the end of the fucking day, if I take out my purse and you take out your purse, the only thing that's green in my purse is my fucking money. Okay? And she knew exactly what I meant when I said that to her. Only thing green in my purse is my money. What's green in her purse is her fucking green card so she can come and go as she pleases. And she humbled herself very fucking quickly. Because how dare you come and try to not only disrespect everybody that was at the table, but a state that you're visiting. You're talking shit about a state that you're coming to visit, but you already got like 15 suitcases on their way to Santo Domingo from the same state that you're criticizing, all the stuff that you brought from them. So you see what I mean? Is that's kind of why I think your grandmother ain't really rock with Dominicans, because unfortunately, some Dominicans, because I don't do havoc shit, some Dominicans, they ain't got no chill button. They ain't got no filter. You know, they don't care who they disrespect or how they disrespect you. They just disrespect. And they think that it's okay.
Well, sometimes people take one incident with with a person of another race and they run with it. They just think everybody's the same way
Right.
and not
That's the
understanding that's just human
yeah.
nature. We attack each other, we fight each other. You know, you go into another person's community, they're like, yo, who are you? You know, it just that's just human nature. But if something tragic happens, they just turn it into something so negative, and then they
Yep.
generalize. They're like, yo, everybody's like this, everybody's like that, and you know, coming in the city, I used to think that.
Right.
I used to think literally all white people were racist. I thought that
Mhm.
because you know I didn't grow up around really. It was only one white family, yo, and they booked it quick. And no, actually it was two. And one stayed and one booked it. And when you start traveling, that's when you see different things.
Yeah, yeah.
If you stay stuck
Thank you.
wherever you are,
Thank you.
you know you just subjected to what you see around there. But when you go to other
Exactly.
places,
Mm-hmm.
That was my
it's like,
point.
oh, yo, you mad
Yeah, you
cool,
Right.
talking
yo.
shit.
Yeah, you know, and
Yeah.
I'd have been around people, white dudes that say the N word, and uh, it was a black lady that got upset, and I was like, nah, it was a kid from Memphis. I said, yo, nah, he from Memphis. He grew up around. She was like, yo, I don't care about that, da 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 da. But I was like, damn, black people say the N word every other sentence. Like, how could you get? That's what blow minds. I'm like, yo, you guys, I got people. I'm immune to the word, so it don't bother me. So you could get around the homeboys and they literally say it every other sentence, yo.
Mm.
Literally,
Yep.
you could
But
probably
They
what
slang
makes
to quick
us
in a
Vic.
more?
conversation
What
you can
Guys,
makes
hit
us
about
Vic, you
100
more
know,
of a
you
times,
know, you
spick than
know.
them?
huh?
Yeah.
What makes us
Yep.
more spick than them? Cause I've been called that,
Facts.
but by a white lady.
Yeah,
But I ain't never been called that by
Yep.
another Hispanic or Latin person. That's crazy as fuck.
yeah, they might not have known
Yeah.
it, but she said it was a word similar to it, right? That meant that.
Yeah. It's like
Like they little slang shit.
yeah, their little slang shit is. I have to try to remember. If not, I'll probably ask one of my god sisters and stuff like that if they remember it. But or I'll ask Michael Maya if she remembers it, and I'll get back to y'all. But it was a little slang thing, and I knew it meant spick because she was the one that taught me what the slang word meant. She
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Oh, girl, if you ever come to DR to visit me, just be careful if you hear this word or that word." So I was appalled
Mm,
when I heard her say the exact word. You know
yeah.
that she taught me and stuff, and it's crazy, and it's sad that unfortunately we're in a world to where people hold everybody accountable for the actions of what. Listen, y'all may not know. I met Havoc on a different channel, okay?
Mm.
And when Havoc used to be on that channel, Havoc had this is how Havoc and me first got into. Havoc first found out that fuck around and find out with me, okay? Havoc had a very bad habit to where Havoc used to love to bash women, but Havoc used to hold all women accountable for shit. If Havoc
No,
would
ass
see
man.
a video about a woman and this, that, and the third, Havoc would sit there and be like, "Oh, you see, all you fucking women this and all you fucking women that." Until one day I popped my ass up on that panel and I said, "Let's go, nigga." I said, "Let's go. You the devil's advocate. I'm fuck around and find out. Let's go." And we went toe to toe on the panel until he understood why it's not okay for you to do that. Why it's not okay for you to hold one person or
Yeah, you
more than
can't do
one
that.
person
Yeah,
accountable for the actions of certain people.
yeah.
You know, so and it's crazy because of the of certain things that have has gone through in life. Nobody ever really taught him like, yo, don't hold everybody else or one's sexuality accountable for, you know. I had to go up there and kind of like tap that ass a little bit like, hey, we're not doing that. So, but like I said, unfortunately, that's where we live right now. Listen, my nephew's in a summer camp and I love it. It's a summer camp that's ran by Africans. And he's got white kids, Spanish kids, all races in that summer camp. And they teaching him about the African tribe, all types of stuff. And he comes home every day so excited, telling me about what they did in summer camp and this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm loving it because he's learning about something from another culture.
Right.
And he don't gotta be their skin color to learn it.
That's right. Hmm. Yeah, that's the truth. But sometimes, like when we do when stuff get too heavily mixed, they do pull their children out. You know what I mean? And that hinders them, man. Because then, like I say, when I was in the city, I always well, when I was a kid, I always equated everything to the judicial system as white. You know what I mean? I just do everything. Yo, damn, yo, this, that, yo, they do this, they do that. But like I said, when you travel, you get to meet people. You're like, yo, these people, man, cool, and they feed you like they know you all your life and all kinds of things, man. But like the government actually benefits from the division. They like it because that keeps us from coming together and understand the nucleus of the problem is them.
Oh yeah.
It's them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what
Yeah,
you are, Democrat, Republicans.
The tribal
Republicans are
one.
just a little bit more rougher, but Democrats, all that stuff like that don't never trickle down to our communities. Why are we still doing why are we still doing crimes from the 1920s? Why are we still killing each other? It don't matter. It don't make sense. I mean, black, white, whatever. It just doesn't make sense. And they benefiting off of the confusion. You know what I mean? And once it just takes a small little community to reach out there and talk to these kids. But you got to start with the kids. I hate to say it. You gotta kind of go like 17 and under, and hopefully you can reach the ones that's above it. But if you can catch them, we can stop a lot of trends, man. Negative trends that's going on. But some people, man, it's just crazy.
Listen,
Yeah,
I gotta give props to a video I seen on Instagram to where there was this it was a black father and his son was fighting with one of the neighborhood kids, and the other kid that the son was fighting was a white kid, and they're sitting there and they're insulting each other. They went blow to blow, face all bloodied up and everything. The father asked the white kid's father permission if he was allowed to show them something. And he goes, "Go right ahead because I'm sick of this. This don't make no sense." He grabbed both of their hands. He grabbed his box cutter. He cut his son's hand, and he cut the white kid's hand. And he goes, "What do y'all see?" And they was like, "We bleeding." He said, "But y'all bleeding the same color, right?"
That's right.
And they just looked at each other. And he said, "Now y'all fucking make it make sense, because right now y'all not making it make sense. Y'all looking real stupid out here." If y'all never seen the movie Hidden Figures with Taraji P. Henson and Kevin Costner, there's a scene in the movie where she goes off because she has to go a freaking
Yeah, that's
God knows
crazy.
how far just to go relieve herself. He knocks
Yeah,
down a
that was
fucking
wild, yo.
white and black sign to the bathroom, and he's like, "At NASA, we all pee the same
Mm-hmm.
color."
That's right. Yeah, I remember that. That was a powerful scene right there.
She went the
That was
Yeah,
fuck
very
off.
powerful.
yeah, but that's why racism is taught. You could take a little baby, right? Let's say a
That's the truth.
newborn, whatever, 5 year old, put them with a black person, Chinese, whatever, and throw them in, playing with cards or whatever the case. They're not gonna look at color. They're gonna look at each other as having fun. That shit is taught, bro.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah,
Zelda
they've done
dancing a little
experiments
white
like
girl at
that.
the beach with a
Yeah,
little black baby doll.
that
Yeah,
shit is
it's
taught.
all good. Yeah.
It's taught.
Yeah. That's why we gotta. I know the person that created that started that racism. I know he burning in hell, man. I hope he is.
But again, like I
I
said,
hope that he is hotter than the sun, man.
every state in the United States they think differently. Like we still have what's those guys? Damn, I don't want to say the Mormons, but they dress in black. They're like Jewish in a sense, and they live upstate somewhere, and they live like
Those
in the old
The
days.
Amish.
The Amish. There you go. Thank you. The
Oh yeah, they
Amish.
be
They
chilling,
Mm-hmm.
yo.
they, they don't have
Yeah.
TVs. They don't have none of this
No
shit.
electricity. Yeah.
No electricity. Yeah. So you
No
think they give a
cars.
fuck about the shit we're doing? They're like, nah, those motherfuckers are crazy.
That's all I eat is
Yeah.
Amish butter.
Facts.
They stuff is pure.
Yeah.
I
So
don't eat. I don't eat no other kind of butter.
right. So you go step on their territory talking about, yeah, I'm from Brooklyn, nigga. They gonna get you the fuck up out of there. They don't believe in none of that
Right.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
so
not with
yeah,
that nonsense, man.
yeah. Yeah, it exists. So that's why our country's kind of weird, Like I said, other countries, if it's let's say Republican is Republican. If it's Democrat, it's Democrat. Here is divided. This place is Democrat, California here, this and that. Even
Yeah.
Florida. Florida, people say Florida is a red state. No, it's not. There's other parts that's blue and this and that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
not
all
totally
fucked
red.
up
Right.
across the
Yeah.
board, bro. You
Yeah.
know what
Just
I
like
mean?
California, it's not totally. It's not totally blue.
Nah, it's not totally blue.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
No,
up
it is.
north
No,
you
it.
got them Republicans. Yeah. Up
Yeah.
north is more. Down here, Southern California is more
So that's why,
Democrat.
going back to whatever, it's
I
like, oh,
said
white
that shit
people are
with
fucked up.
depression.
Not really, bro, because every state, there's
Nah.
people that they
Hell
love
no.
you, bro.
Tara, why you said that
I've
shit
been
so
to Tennessee.
depressed?
I went over there from New York.
Huh?
Oh, what's up?
You
We
said
always
that
say New
shit really
York is in here.
depressed. Like, yeah,
I
we got
got drinks and
Republican,
free
Republican.
food. They love me.
Yeah, they
You know
show
what I'm
love,
saying?
yo. You'd be
They
surprised,
show you
man.
love. So again, not to like say Havoc was wrong, but it's like, nah, bro, you can't really say that. Niggas showed me love when I went to other places. They were white people, bro. They were like,
Oh
Yeah, it's
yeah.
definitely not 100%.
Sir,
I mean,
I never been to
they'll say
Puerto
some
Rico.
stupid shit like, "Yeah, we love Biggie Smalls." Yeah, all right, whatever. You trying to score points, but nah, get the fuck out of here. But they treated me good, bro. I never felt no racism. But go ahead,
I've never been to Puerto Rico. So if I went to Puerto Rico, how would I be accepted? Just like off the rip because of the way I look.
Nah, but they got a lot of people over there, bro. I mean, they're gonna call you out. They're gonna be like, as soon as you speak Spanish, they're gonna be like, "Oh, tú eres gringo," because their Spanish is different. But they fuck with you.
I don't know about
my Spanish out there would be way different. Yeah, I never been to Puerto Rico, so it's like
all good. I've been over there.
I can imagine if I went to DR, probably the same shit.
Probably the same shit.
They're
just gonna call you out that you're different. But I never had a problem in PR. Nobody ever discriminated saying, "Oh, you're American. Get the fuck up out of here." That dollar bill comes out. That's it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I don't really know about Havoc flying in DR or PR because I be revoking his fucking Spanish for my goddamn self.
Well, you know, I went to Jamaica and they just love you. Do you know it's all love.
I've been there too. Facts.
Yeah, it's all love.
Yep.
They just love to see you happy, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, because it's certain places like that, like Jamaica, Hawaii.
That water is real though. Is the water really that clean? You can see your toes.
Hell yeah! Oh
yeah. Yeah. Because they don't got a lot of the shit that we in the cities got, and that's the thing is that like places like Jamaica, Hawaii, they don't care about your race or your skin color. They just want to feed you and they want to love you.
That's the point I'm trying to say. The United States, they don't have that shit. That's why we all fucked up. Having these crazy conversations.
Divisive. Yeah. They do that to us here.
I've been to Barbados.
And it's very rare when you listen. Don't laugh at me right now, y'all. You want to know how very little I pay attention to people's race? I've known Irv for as long as I've been in the Rico squad. I don't know what the fuck Irv is. I don't know what the fuck Irv is. You know why?
He's a marsupial.
Right.
You're a marsupial. I don't know because I don't give a fuck at the end of the day. I just know that Irv is a cool fucking person and he been solid from day one. I don't give a fuck what the nigga is. He could be a fucking an Australian for all I care.
Right.
You know?
All right, so is it safe to say to take the other one down? Yep.
Yeah. I ain't even I was bugging. I'm looking like, what was the hell? I was like, man, I don't have no twin, yo. Yeah, I was bugging.
But that's why I like the Rico squad. This should remind me of the movie The Breakfast Club. Everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? If you ever watched that movie, you saw it. Everybody was different, but we all got along.
Yeah, like the bad boy and the pretty girl and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Everybody different.
I mean, I'm not gonna label anybody that shit. Like, you get it. Like ain't been to jail. I ain't never been to jail once. I think the most I've been to prison. A traffic ticket.
Yeah, I've been to jail too, man. Yeah, I used to run around out there, man, and got in a whole bunch of trouble.
Nah, I never been to jail. That's what I'm saying. I never been to jail.
Yeah, I've been in the island. I've been in the island like 3-4 different times, man.
See?
Yeah, but you know how it is in our neighborhoods. Everything that was cool. You know what I mean? That was the thing. You ain't hit the rock. You wasn't on the island. And you know it's sad, but you know how it is.
I never made it to the island, but I made it on the boat.
You ain't making no fucking boat, nigga. The fucking Coney Island boat, nigga. Staten Island boat.
Nah, no bullshit. I had to do 2 weeks at the boat off of Hunts Point, some shit like that.
Yeah, the barge. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to do 2 weeks up there.
I want to say they about to close it down. I don't know.
Weeks, didn't you?
You better motherfucker.
You cried them whole fucking 2 weeks.
You better believe.
I bet you Havoc for 2 weeks clenched his booty cheeks so fucking tight. For them whole 2 weeks, Havoc ain't there taking shit for one.
I'm gonna tell you, that was the first time I ever went to jail over some stupid shit, and I was crying and shit like that. And I had a dude come up to me, and he was like, "Yo, my man, I don't know you, but I could tell this is your first time in here." You know, I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yo, I don't know you, but I'm gonna give you some advice right now. Wipe your fucking face and stop crying, bro. I don't know how long you're gonna be up in here, but you don't need the wrong person looking at you like that, because you will be tested."
That's sad, yeah, man.
We ain't friends, we ain't boys. I just came over here to give you a little friendly advice out of respect. Something just told me to come over here and let you know. Don't talk to me again. Nigga got up and bounced. I was like, God damn. Fuck. But yeah, wiped my face, and I kept it moving. I was like, oh shit.
How old was you?
Huh?
How old was you?
I think I was 16.
Oh yeah. See, I just turned 16 myself, man. I got caught for a fake robbery, man. I just turned 16, man. I didn't come to the neighborhood for like 2-3 days, and then when I showed up, they popped out on me, man. I just turned 16.
I had
Word, man. I was like, that was an experience because I'm from 161st and Walton Avenue. So I'm right there by the Supreme. You know what I mean? All that stuff. So when I was a kid, you used to see the buses go by. We used to laugh at the dudes, point. We was kids. We didn't know no better. And then the next thing you know, when I was passing my neighborhood, I said, "Wow, man! Now I'm on this joint."
Yeah, that's crazy,
It
man.
was mind blowing, man.
And the
And
shit
then
that
to
I got
see,
called for X was doing the token hack at the train station.
will you suck the thing out the thing out the turnstile?
You put the little slip in it and just walk away, and then when people would come, they'll put the tokens in there. But you
You
had
get
to make
stuck.
sure you was paying attention, because once 10 people came through there, if you didn't go and take that shit out, the next time somebody would put one in, the token would go in. Remember when you put that
Pause. What the fuck?
you put the slip inside of the
Damn,
thing?
this motherfucker.
was
You talking about the yellow turnstile? Damn,
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, B.
You old,
Oh
B.
shit!
You old, B.
Get out of here! Stop playing. You know you did that shit.
I told you that he was the grandpa of the fucking group. He really
Jack,
was the
you
fucking
better
grandpa.
You better. I know your ass hopped the train plenty of times. Stop the cat.
I'm 5'2",
Yeah.
nigga. I walked right under the fucking bell thing. It was no hopping for me. I'm built like a T-Rex, nigga. I can't fucking hop, skip, or jump.
Nah, remember when the
Crazy.
subway had the yellow door? You used to pull the
Yeah,
yellow
I
door.
remember
You
all of
might do
that, B.
shit.
Yeah, I remember all that, man. The last time I was up there was some young kids hustling, and I showed them love, and they let me and they put all my kids through, and I just told them, just stay out of trouble, But they
Yeah.
was, how it is in the city, man. The city
Can't
is
do
just,
that no more.
it's different, man.
They
Nah,
out
city's
there beating
different.
up the vendors on the streets now. Get out of here. They beating the vendors on the street and taking their shit and everything. The cops is all went out there, yo.
And then it's like you go through the system. You're a tough guy in the street. Now you got to be a tough guy in there. Nobody learns in corrections, man. So they come out and just repeat the same stuff. Because when I got out, I jumped right back in the mix. I was in a week. I was back in the mix and stuff.
Damn,
And
that's crazy.
yeah, within
Look,
a week, I'm right back at it, man. It was like
my-
I never left. But I only did 20 months though. I did 20 months. Not saying it's nothing, but I did 20 months, and then when I came back out, I went right back to the neighborhood. But see, I'm from 164th for Walton Avenue, so we sell T-shirts, we sell keychains. When I first started hustling at the stadium, I was like 10 years old. I was like 10,
Wow.
11 years old, man. Yeah. So it wasn't always drugs and nothing like that. In my neighborhood, we did a little bit of everything. And then I'm from Prospect. I'm from Prospect on Home Street.
Okay.
I'm from the projects. And then the projects is where you do the greasy stuff. So I had the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to hustle and be greasy. But I like to hustle more because the greasy thing, after a few times when you almost get killed, it's like, wow, man, I need to chill.
Yeah.
I need to just focus on just getting bread and stop trying to be a tough guy too. You can't. It's hard to mix the two. It can be done, but it's hard.
Oh, at least you got through it early. You changed your life around, and you chilling.
Yeah, I'm chilling, B. I'm
That little
47,
bit of
man.
time that Havoc did was enough to scare him to never go to motherfucking prison ever again.
That's
That nigga
love,
ain't even
man.
want to steal a Snickers.
And
you
that
know
nigga
what?
just went to the bookings. The bookings ain't
This is
shit.
this is my personal opinion about my whole experience and why I say what I tell you guys right now.
Oh, you was a hoe in there? Because that's what I just heard, my whole experience.
Hey,
If
yo.
Oh
jail,
shit, no, man.
if jail is supposed to work as a deterrent, I can officially say it worked for me. But for the fact of the matter, for what I saw in them 2 weeks,
They clapped your cheeks.
even though I got out after a week on good behavior, bro, it was enough for me to say that I could understand why certain people, when they come out of jail after being in jail for years, are fucked up in their head, bro. Like jail, I don't know. I don't think locking a human being up in a fucking cage and then coming in there at 4 in the morning when they dead fucking asleep, making them strip to fucking bare naked to stand outside of a cell with just a fucking pillow covering yourself to check to see if there's any contraband in the room. Like what the fuck, man? Yo,
It's
But some people
supposed to do
function in
that.
there like that,
It's
man.
supposed to make you never want to fucking. Don't get me wrong.
oh my fucking
A lot of correctional officers, they did overstep their fucking bounds, and that hasn't been now. That's always how it's always fucking been. They've done shit that they're really not supposed to fucking do. But the whole point of you going to motherfucking jail is supposed to be that you know it's not the motherfucking Ritz Carlton. It's fucking prison. It's meant to keep your motherfucking ass outside. It scared you motherfucking straight. Nigga, I got a serious question. Don't laugh. This is dead ass. That's why you don't eat ass?
Hey,
no,
yo.
no. I just don't stop the shit, just nah.
Is
It's
that
But
why?
that's just the county, man.
it's just it's
Once
just
you get out
crazy.
once you get off the island and you go upstate,
I saw a
upstate is
dude
way different, man.
elbowed in the face
Right, right.
because he refused to take medication.
But
I'm
that's
like,
what I was.
Upstate,
Yeah.
I'm
But
like,
that's what I was
dude,
trying to
upstate has
say.
you
Yeah.
get
Like
comfortable, man.
upstate, they be some
Yeah.
racist ass motherfucking cops
I'm
up
like,
in
Oh
them
you
yeah,
It's
don't
yeah,
like,
yeah.
motherfucking
No
yeah,
jails up
question,
there,
no
bro.
question.
for
Yeah.
dumb
you,
shit, yeah, that's
you're
stupid.
supposed
But
to
like
be
murders and all that, that's what they need.
I'm
They
standing
need
in
to
the
focus more on the rehabilitation of folks. Like say you
Right.
just keep getting caught for boosting. Well, you need to go and figure out what's going on, right?
No,
Right.
but you got to
place
remember
Oh
it's a
my God.
business.
I'm so glad. I'm
Help
so glad
somebody
that
get a
Tara said
job,
that.
you know?
I'm so fucking glad that Tara said that because there's a lot of people that's in fucking prison right now doing years that the
For dumb
fucking
shit.
crime doesn't match the fucking
Right,
punishment.
right.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
got people with real
But you
bad
got
mental
motherfuckers raping
problems
kids and
in
they get out
fucking.
like that months.
Thank
That's
you.
right. That's the truth.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is the truth.
If you got a
But you got to
person that
remember
has
it's a
a real
business too.
fucking mental problem, if
Yeah,
they
it
you
is
got
Yeah,
people
yeah,
business.
with real
severe.
mental
You
put
know.
them in a facility where they can
Right,
get help.
right, right. Help them get a job. Oh, so she don't
Don't
need to
make
keep
it
Right.
worse.
stealing to
Don't
pay
make
her
it worse
bills
by
and shit.
locking them up in a fucking cage like an
I
animal. That's
seen a
just
Right.
woman, I seen a woman, a mother. She got sentenced to 20 years in fucking prison. Guess what she did? She stole some bread and peanut butter to feed her children.
get the
20
fuck.
years in prison. Don't get me wrong. They ended up doing a GoFundMe and they got her some lawyers and they got her up out of there. And then what ended up touching my heart even more was not only the community and the lawyers, but the police officers as well
Mm-hmm.
from a different county came together and they not only helped that woman get a home, they helped her get a
Mm.
job and they helped put food and furniture and clothes in that house for that
Yes.
woman.
I
That's
know that's
love.
That's how you help these fucking people,
Yeah.
I
not by
know
Right.
that.
just
Right.
locking them up. And you know
Right.
why
It's
they fucking lock them up? Because just like traffic fucking cops, when they're there in the fucking highway and they gotta make their quota,
Right.
courts and fucking lawyers and judges and all and fucking
yeah,
jails and all that
It's
shit, they
all
gotta
in
make their
cahoots.
fucking
Yeah.
quotas as well.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That's the truth.
Herb
Yeah,
know what the hell I'm
They-
talking about. Herb knows
that's right.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like we need to do a documentary about that. How many prisons in upstate New York that have been closed, and in the towns they really devastated by that. I'm talking about generations. They had generations of people come up
Yeah.
through that system. I mean, as correctional officers,
Right.
and
The
you know that's what
jobs.
it
Yeah.
did. That's what it did for the
Yeah.
upstate people.
Community. Yeah.
When they put them prisons out there, that helped them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now that they being, it's so many. I think I want to say half of them are shut down.
In
It, it's a
jail.
it's a it's a great amount, you know. And when because now people who are going to job, we getting jobs. We starting to understand that path is destructive, man. It's no good ending to it, and it's rare. You know, if you do have a happy ending, it's the percentage is probably like 1% out of 100. It just it's just built for negativity. Yeah, they
But
upset
that's
about
why.
that,
But
man.
that's why a lot of laws that they make. You know, like people like, oh yeah, like for instance, we're gonna use the what was the shit? It was the shit from Florida. It was the who was that kid that got killed by that fucking asshole?
Trayvon Martin.
Oh, about
Trayvon
the
Martin,
music. Oh,
right?
oh, oh,
It
oh.
was the stand your
Okay.
ground law.
Yeah.
That's made
Right.
for the white people. That's not made for us. You know what
That's
I'm
Right.
right.
saying? So that
Right.
poor kid got killed over some bullshit. And
Straight
I
up.
studied
Yeah,
that shit.
this
People
state
like,
country, so
right.
they gonna make
So
the rules, you know. So
yep. So when you
Yeah.
hear shit
Right.
about, oh, they passed this law, somebody step
They
on your
run it.
porch, you can blast them off the porch. Let's say, I'm a white person, Havoc is white, he comes on my porch. Who's that? Oh, it's a white dude. It's okay. But you're black and Hispanic, they can blast you off the porch. That's it, it's
Right.
legal.
Didn't that
You know what
happen?
I'm
and beat
saying?
it.
It's not made
Man,
for us. Those laws are not made for us, bro.
but
No. They
am
make
I
them
not
for them.
Am I not? I'm 100% positive that already happened with an old white man who shot a young black delivery kid who
Yeah.
was dropping off a package and he shot him through the door with a
Yeah.
shotgun.
Yeah. Those laws are scary,
And the
bro. They're not
kid
made
was
for
there
us.
just to make a delivery. He was dropping off a delivery to that address, and the old man blew him away. That's
You
crazy.
know what? They're protected. Oh, I didn't see his uniform. I didn't see it said FedEx or Amazon. I just blew him off the porch because that's the law. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem in
Yeah,
America in certain states. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And then we got
Yeah. A
these
lot of
mentally
laws aren't
unstable people
updated.
with weapons, man.
Yeah.
And people not thinking
Yeah.
about that neither. They unstable, man, and
So
they
when people vote for that,
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, that's for us. I ain't
yeah,
for
they can't
you.
even distinguish what a threat is and what's not a threat. You know,
Exactly.
they just know blast.
You know who you blame too for a lot of this? A lot for a couple. You know who you have to blame? Blame Walmart. Yeah. I remember
Walmart. The
you
fuck you
know
talking about, nigga?
you're gonna
Oh, you know they sell hammers.
when I first moved here
Oh,
in
got you.
2011 up into I think 2022, yo, in Walmart you can walk into Walmart and get a fucking rifle
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
or
they.
handgun. I'm like, what the fuck?
Now you
Yeah.
talk
Have
about
bullets and
monopolies.
everything.
Think about that. Think about how many of a monopolies. They sell tires.
Right.
They sell everything in that thing. They had hammers.
Every damn
They
thing.
stopped it though, right? Huh?
Food,
Yeah,
clothes, electronics.
Yeah, I
the
don't think
shit
they sell it
started.
no more, but I do remember that because I was down here
Yeah,
for that.
it got
I've been
crazy.
down here. I've been down here 20 years.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
left the
Walmart
city.
stopped. Something happened, but they just stopped. They just didn't want to deal with the shit no more.
Yeah, I left the city when I was like
They really wasn't checking nobody. They wasn't checking
26 or something like
backgrounds.
that.
Oh,
That was
okay.
what it was. They wasn't really checking backgrounds. Niggas was really going in there. Motherfucker done committed a crime, killed motherfuckers 10 years ago. He back in Walmart talking about, yeah, let me buy this right here. Oh, this is official. They would take their information,
But
they could
you know what happened, right? Huh?
and motherfuckers was
You
walking
know
out there and killing motherfuckers
you know why they stopped doing it, right?
because they didn't want to pay the money to do background checks.
They was getting sued.
Mm.
They got sued. That's the only reason why he stopped.
Shit.
Ah.
Yeah,
Shit.
you know how that go. Once you start hitting them
The
in the wallet,
Woken or
they
whatever the
start
name
Yeah.
is.
reconsidering things. You know what I mean? Like, oh well,
Yeah, facts.
yeah, we can't do that. Yeah,
Yeah, facts.
that's
So
what
if you
we could use that as a prime example to boycott these certain places like
Yep.
Amazon. Nobody should be spending money with Jeff Bezos, man.
Nah.
Nobody should be spending money with now YouTube. I still jack YouTube because it's kind of like neutral, but
To
they
an
still
extent.
kind of
But yeah.
they still kind of scared of this guy, you know. So
So let me ask you something real quick. All of y'all since y'all here. What y'all thought about this Charlie Kirk dude?
I don't think the dude that's in court right now had anything to do with Charles Kirk. I think they pinning that shit on him. I think
Yeah, I
Charles
think
Kirk
that too.
No,
killed by
nigga. I'm
somebody
talking
else.
About him though, about
Charlie
his
Kirk
person.
himself as a person. Well,
He
you
I
was a
thought he
think
was
he
a
was
good person
racist
or he
for
was an
sure.
asshole? That's
I
I
think
mean,
he
you
was
know
a
how
I'm
it go,
asking.
man. He grew up privileged.
Yeah,
So they totally
definitely was
oblivious to
racist.
what's going on. They don't know the definition of struggle. They don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They can't understand it. And then they don't take time to come down to where the people are
Mm-hmm.
struggling to try to help with these resources. Like I've been telling people, America, we got a $30 trillion purchasing power. I'm talking about collectively. 30
Right.
trillion. Yo, I just did the math for it, yo. If you get 3%, now I gotta look it up again, but I know 5% of 5 trillion is 250 billion.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got
So
you.
we're not understanding the economics and why are we
Right.
putting so much power into these people that 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 don't have our best interest in hand.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even telling people that. Yo, I'll be asking people, yo, what's the purchasing power? And they don't know. And all you gotta do is Google it, because that's what I did. I was curious. I was like, why are people struggling? I couldn't understand it.
I
And
mean,
then when
my thing with
I went
him,
to every time I go to the city, you go through the turnpikes and they get money off of this.
All right.
They got tolls over here.
These toll
Where's all this
roads
bread?
here, fast lane,
Yeah,
fast track
see, and then
here
yeah,
in
but
40,
California. Yep.
47%
Motherfuckers.
of the American budget goes to defense.
yeah, I got you.
Oh
See,
yeah.
people don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
47%. Now we talking
See,
about trillions and trillions of dollars because these people are
Or
paranoid
war.
because you run around bullying people.
Department of
Leave
War
people
now.
alone.
right.
They
This
can never tell
My
China.
issue,
Think about this.
my
this is
issue
my
with
thing.
Charlie Kirk,
Hold on, let me
my
say
issue
Huh?
this.
with Charlie. Go ahead.
Let me say this real quick. The only thing I like about Charlie Kirk, he always picked on younger kids that weren't his age and make them look stupid.
Yeah, he
Shoot,
did
Yeah.
do that shit.
shooting
He
his
did do
shit.
that
But
shit.
yeah, that was his thing because you never saw adults on the panel. It was always some young kid. He'd be like,
Yeah,
"Well, you
yeah.
stupid. You grew in the ghetto. This and that." That's what I wanted to say. But go ahead, Jess.
Right.
Charlie Kirk to me is the definition of being breeded into fucking hatred and stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
That's the definition of being breeded into hatred and stupidity because of exactly
Mm-hmm.
what Herb just said. You know how many times I would see Charlie Kirk on a fucking panel and he was embarrassing a younger person instead of
Yeah.
trying to set them straight or teach them or upbring them, or, teach them a little something to help them on their fucking way or along the
Uplift.
fucking path. You sat there and you brought them down.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
everybody was like, oh, he was such a good person. He did this and that for the community, for the fame, for the clout.
Right.
It was never
Yeah.
because he wanted to fucking do it. He did it because, well, let me see. If I go and I hand out some food over here to these homeless people, I'm going to get a lot of fame, a lot of subscribers, and I'm going to get a lot of content and clout off of
Right.
this.
That's right.
So none of
It's
it was
about
ever
building the
fucking
brand.
genuine. When
Yeah.
you can sit on a fucking panel and you can dismiss a child or a younger person and how they fucking feel, and you can belittle them in the fucking world in front of millions and millions of fucking people, no, I don't feel sorry about the fact that they took your ass out. You fucked around and you fucking found out. Because maybe this has always been my suspicion. I got two suspicions. One, I think his wife is in on it. Okay. But two, okay,
Most def.
maybe that was somebody that you fucking bullied on a fucking panel and they fucking came around and they got your
Okay.
ass.
There you go, Jess. Okay, look.
That's right.
They
Yeah.
tried to say that there was a video of this young man debating with him, and then they showed the boy who supposedly killed him, and they're saying it's him. It's clearly not him. It's clearly not him. But they're saying that that man is the same man that they're saying killed him, right? But you can
Damn.
tell the boy's whole jaw and structure is totally different than this boy that he's talking to, right? But they're trying to say is he's one and the same. And me and my sister caught that shit. Like, and my sister's like, watch, I bet you can't find that shit nowhere no more.
Right. Yeah, that was crazy.
And
That
lo
shit.
and behold, the video's actually fucking gone.
Yeah, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
You know that they're going. You know they're
Yeah.
gonna release stuff. But
Yeah.
he he tried to pick on certain ones, but certain ones he used to
Right.
get roasted. They used to just demolish all his points, and yeah, it's easy to talk about something when you look at stats and not really
And that
actually come
shit
down to
is fake too. It's a whole book
mm,
about how statistics are not what you think they are. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It's a mental thing. So
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
want to make you
It's
think
like
They're
like
only
now
this
going
is
the
into
the
successful.
trend, if
population.
you look
Yeah.
at it carefully, the trend is going on now on social media, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, or whatever. You got people that now go live recording themselves doing a good deed.
Oh
Yes,
God.
yeah.
And
I've
it's
been
Right.
like,
yeah,
why? And
Right.
don't get me wrong, like Payne once in a while used to go live
Oh yeah.
showing
Right. Right.
how
Right.
he would feed the homeless, but there was a difference when he did it. So that people could see that he was humble enough to sit with the less fortunate and give back. It wasn't for no clout or nothing like that. And there's plenty of things that that man has done behind the scenes for the less fortunate that nobody knows about.
yeah.
But
And he's not a
the new
millionaire. That's the
trend that's
crazy
going
thing.
facts. If he got $2 in his pocket, he giving that $2 to the next person that
Mm-hmm.
needs it. You know? And that's the trend, unfortunately, that's going around now. You got people making shorts, doing lives, and all that stuff where they're giving back,
Yeah.
but it's only for the views, the
Mhm.
likes, and the fame.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it's just a temporary fix too. It's
Right.
not like
Yeah.
okay, I could get ahead. I might could survive. They give you 200. A homeless person might could survive maybe a week or two over there. Then they back to the basics.
Right.
Why are we? Why? And then another thing too, people gotta start paying attention to the tags on their clothing. And if it says made somewhere else, you should support that
Right.
brand because
Right.
those are jobs that they take it from us. And this goes back to what I was saying
Yeah.
about
Kids doing it.
the 30 trillion. Now, if they should be able to come up with a structure where we are able to invest in these companies or we become competitors. It's either one or the other. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be
Mhm.
taking no job and sending it nowhere else because that's a direct attack on our economy.
Right.
Who they quick to say what somebody won't do is because they want to just get paid a fair wage,
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to
Right.
give somebody a opportunity from another country and they only come in to make $8, and with your job with America, where it might pay $22, you know, I'm all for the people.
Yeah.
I don't never want to see nobody starve, but you can
For
see the
real.
contrast. Okay, I'm gonna go with the $8 guy. You know what I mean? But you'll
Mhm.
sit here and not pay this man a fair wage just because he come from somewhere else and you taking advantage of his situation, and then we supposed to feel sorry for you when they get deported and we supposed to go work. No,
Mhm.
you should be paying the people fair.
Yeah.
Be fair, man. You
Or
this
don't
is
jack up the
imaginary
prices.
money that
Shit.
you'll never be able to spend it. It's imaginary. How much money do you need?
Right. Right.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
facts. So going back to Charlie Kirk, this guy came from Illinois, right? And then let's say he's interviewing kids from New York. He's telling them they're doing wrong. You never lived in New York, bro. How the fuck
Right.
you telling these guys they failed in life? That's
Hello.
crazy to
Right.
me.
Yeah.
That's my point. That's crazy. But
Right.
people were like, oh
Hmm?
no, but he's the man of God. Man of God, where, bro?
Nah. Hell nah.
Just like
He
what
ain't
Jess
no man
said.
of God.
In what way you help these people? You just criticize people. Now, I'm not saying he does. Listen, nobody deserves to get killed, but I see
Right.
why it happened. I'm gonna leave it at
Yeah,
that.
but it was that's how he built his brand though.
Mhm.
And see, a lot of times I
Yeah,
hate to say it,
facts.
man. A lot of people that align with the Republican Party, they're the most poorest people, yo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm talking
it's
facts.
about the
true.
poorest. You be like, yo,
I used to call his brand the stepping mat because that's what he built it off of, stepping on other
yeah,
people, stepping on the less fortunate, but belittling the less fortunate, belittling the fucking youth. That's how you got your fucking brand. That's how you got your fucking fame.
right,
You were
Mm.
born with a silver spoon in your fucking mouth, stepping on the fucking less. That's how you got your fucking brand.
yeah,
Yeah, facts. So this is what we're dealing with in America. So you got to keep your eyes open. You know what I mean?
yeah. He was to
And
me,
ears.
he was a strange dude. He
Yeah.
was a
Nah.
strange dude. Like you said, he was a grifter. He grifted, and
Yeah. That.
I mean,
um,
I found out about him like what, maybe 3 years ago. I didn't know who the fuck he was. Like, he's been around for a while.
yeah, I
Yeah. I
never
didn't
heard of
even
him
know
neither,
who he
fam.
was
I
till he
never heard of
died.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah. Till
I
he
never
exactly.
did.
heard of him.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So when people are like, oh, because I have friends that are like the Democrat and Republican. I don't give a shit. I tell them, listen, I don't follow none of that shit. I just deal with reality. I'm a realist.
Yeah,
And they were like,
that's
oh, but
right.
yo, how you feel that way for that guy? I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. I don't know him. I watched a couple of his videos. He's degrading, young people. Like that shit is crazy. But
Yeah, I
if you
ain't.
feel like he was like the second coming of Christ, then fuck it, just stay there. I'm not gonna argue with you. But to me,
Yeah. He was
that nigga
strange.
served
He
no
had.
purpose to me. He ain't do
Yeah, he
anything
was
for us.
privileged. He was real privileged.
He
He
was
came
very
from a
real
rich family.
privileged, and like you said, he used that concept and became his
And
money
ran with it.
grabbing thing. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, man. Tell you.
Yep.
He had a lot of support, man. You see, they trying to get him a holiday.
Oh fuck.
No,
That's
get the fuck
crazy.
out of here. That's
Yeah, man.
crazy.
They petitioning that, man. For real. They pushing it,
That's
man.
crazy.
That's crazy, dude.
Like he was. I don't. Like he touched lives. Like he saved lives. I don't know. I don't know,
Like I
man.
said, I didn't know that dude till like 2 years ago. Then he got
I never
killed.
heard of him
Right.
neither.
And you know what's crazy is that there's gonna be a lot of people who say they can't stand Charlie Kirk, But if it's gonna end up being a paid holiday, they're gonna be the first ones in line to sign that motherfucking
That's
petition.
right.
Like, go ahead, clock that. Let me go ahead
Facts.
and get that.
That's how they get you with
You
the
know?
money, man.
Like,
Yep,
listen,
Yeah.
free money.
today, yo, when I tell y'all, I had to stop eating. I think that's what, because I was starving and I sat down and eat and I seen this little news clip and it fucked my stomach up. I couldn't finish eating my food. It's this lady who went viral because she made a video where she was threatening her ex and she told her ex, "Hey, you molesting my child, you gonna have to give me 10K."
Damn.
She put a
10,000.
fucking price on her child's head.
She probably set it up. Sad, man. Exploit your kids, man.
Yeah, that's sad as fuck, dude.
Y'all seeing this?
Yeah,
See
what is
what?
that?
What is that?
This is apparently there's a whole bunch of white people that are outraged over what happened to Nolan Xavier Wells. Like they fed up with the shit. Like
Yeah,
enough
I'm
is
like just
enough.
now, man. They grabbing, man. They reaching now, man. Cause now it's becoming trendy.
Y'all not gonna believe what he found. Watch this, y'all. How they try to AI this picture. Watch this. Check this
I'm
out.
lying in my comment section. Tell me I'm lying. See, I noticed something. The news, not one time did they post this picture. Not one time did they say their names, bruh. You want to know why? Because they all was drinking alcohol and they all under 21. But wait. This is why they hold information. This is why they don't show us anything until a year later, 6 months later, because they want to edit the pictures. They want to edit the videos, bro. Look at this. What do you see, bro? What
Look at this. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. They try to edit this picture, y'all.
you see? The dude got 6 fingers. They tried to edit out the beer because he was drinking beer underage.
Bro, if
Oh,
this wake up call
shit.
don't wake you up today, I don't know what.
Oh, this is all new information. It's coming out. Didn't I say this earlier, Herb? That when we come back tonight, there's gonna be some more shit out on this.
That's why you got to take them screenshots when the shit first come out. I'm telling you, I got some of that thing I was telling you, how that dude looked different than the dude they saying killed Charlie Clerk, whatever the fuck his name is.
All right, you
It's
did,
not
yeah.
the same kid. You got to take them screenshots when that shit first come out. Damn, that's some cold shit.
If you got white people warning black people to stay away from white people, and you still hanging around them, and you're by yourself around bodies of water and all of that, I don't know what to tell you. Because people been online warning our people, listen, it's not safe outside for everybody. And now we got white people all over the internet warning our people, listen, we not right. All of us ain't right. And I'm going to ask y'all something. What do y'all think happened to all the hoodies from back in the day? With the 3Ks, y'all know the cone hoodies. What do y'all think happened to those hoodies? What do y'all think happened to the offsprings of those people? Understand what Mississippi holds. It holds a lot of history with black hatred. So I don't understand why these parents are not letting the children know their history. It is what it is. God tells us don't mess with these people. He didn't make them like us. He's telling us that. Let's get into it, y'all, because we got some clips from Nolan Xavier Wells' grandfather. He came out and said something suspicious with the outcome. The outcome isn't right. Did y'all know that? Listen, them people are related out there.
That's the
They
Asian
know each
grandfather,
other.
right?
This is how this goes. They not gonna sit up there and expose one another for doing these type of heinous crimes. They're gonna protect one another. But check these clips out. I need y'all to subscribe. I need y'all to hit the hype. Need y'all to like, share, comment, do whatever you got to do to get this information out to our people. Let's get it, y'all.
The way this country talks about black victims versus white victims is disgusting. Nolan Wells' body was found yesterday off the coast of Mississippi. If you didn't know, he was presumed missing and dead on July 4th. It is America's 250th birthday, and we're still dealing with this bullshit. He was celebrating with his friends for the 4th of July, and there's now circulating video that is going very viral of what looks to be him and his friends that he went with on the beach. And there's an argument. There's yelling happening. In the video, he looks to be very calmly standing still looking at his buddies. And somehow the conversation is about his behavior. Why wasn't he on the boat? Yep. Was he drinking? Was he going from one boat to another? Now I'm going to give you a scenario. It's kind of morbid, so stick with me and trigger warning. If I show up dead, washed on a beach, my community of people where I was born are not going to go, well, how is Jake acting? Did he stay where he was supposed to? Did he start an argument with people? No, it's going to go, what the fuck? We have someone that would kill people out here? Jake, I love that guy. He plays for the football team. I'm just putting myself in Nolan's shoes. Nolan plays for the team. He's friends with those people. And the conversation is about his behavior. Just so frustrating. Like racism is still alive and well just in the dialogue. Just in the dialogue. As simple as that. I just want this country to do better. And I see a future where we just stop with this bullshit and start going like, man, this kid was killed. Like his on the 4th of July, he is celebrating with everyone. And he can't even do that. We can do better. We got to do better. Oh, and apparently one of the friends' moms is a local judge. And if you think that will work in Nolan's favor, you clearly don't know anything about the history of young black men in this country. This isn't going to go anywhere. We have to speak up about it.
No, one of the friends' mother being.
Oh my God. Y'all hearing this shit?
Yeah.
It's a wrap. They got to take, that's why Ben Crumb is doing what he's doing. You got to take this case up out of there. You got to take this kid. And look at this fucking photo right here. Once again, you got to be kidding me, yo. Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me. Look at this photo, people.
It's one of the brown kids. Oh, my gosh. I seen another one. A man was saying he got a mixed son, and he was saying the same thing. Like, just don't be by yourself with them.
Right.
A lot of them ain't right. Especially down there, like, why?
Going on these fucking vacations out country. What the fuck, man?
And like he said, oh, you gotta understand where these people's children and grandchildren are. Yeah, they're the cops and they're the judges and they're the lawyers.
Yeah.
Facts.
She's a fucking, and she would have to.
That's the name of the game, man.
Yep.
She can't because
and why are black people still living down there? Leave.
Yeah, some people just refuse to go. They've been there their whole lives and they're afraid to change. I done seen it in the city, man. My cousins were struggling. I'm like, yo, man, can't you come out here? Just come out for a week. I mean, you know, in 2 weeks, it's plenty of work out here. You can find a job. They don't come. They stay up there. They complain about it, but they don't never leave. Mm-hmm. Some people are afraid to change.
Mississippi, Alabama, I think is like the worst.
It is though. To me, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm in South Carolina. Trust me, it's rough, yo.
The judge is not going to work in Xavier's favor, in Nolan's favor. And why the hell is he always in the middle of each picture he takes with these white boys? Why is it? Are they saying something? Let me know. Are they saying something about somebody being in the middle? So in this clip, we got Nolan's grandfather speaking out. Also, the family had got the rights leader, Benjamin Crump, on the case. But I'm telling you, y'all, they got it sold up down there in Mississippi. There's so many history. All these people, even the investigators, and these people are related. They are all joined together and they understand We are in the country where the leaders are doing this to other countries. So what is the body going to do if the head is doing this to other countries? It's just going to follow suit. And all these people come from the same lineage.
Yep.
So, I mean, and they knock the fight out of us by always pushing these lifestyles to us. The Don Julio turn up culture. This is how they get the fight up out of us. We ain't nobody trying to stand up no more. Stay in the house, play video games. Don't ignore everything that happened to you. I'm telling y'all, man, it's getting dangerous, y'all.
There's no fucking way he went swimming by himself, that he left the group and everybody that could possibly see or hear him and decided to go for a swim.
It appears that not everyone in Nolan Wells' family is trusting local authorities to reveal exactly what happened to the black teen, whose body was found on July 6th after going missing on July 4th when he and friends traveled to a remote island in Mississippi.
See, the grandfather still got that fight in
here. Wells would travel with friends by boat to Horn Island, an island about 10 miles off the shore of mainland Mississippi, where his friends he went with would return, but he wouldn't. According to the report, those same friends are suggesting that Wells would end up deciding to stay on the island and did not ride back with them. Now, as mentioned, Wells' body would end up being found on Monday around 8:45 a.m., but this appears to have raised a lot of questions for Wells' grandfather, in particular, Christopher Wells, who would take to Facebook to call out the current investigation. On Monday night, on his Facebook page, he would write, "Too many unanswered questions. How can an island that was searched yesterday produce my grandson's body this morning? There's nothing right about this. Nolan Xavier Wells deserved the same things that people he knew and associated with all enjoy in life." Now, as mentioned by Wells, a search and rescue.
And why did the judge tell all the kids to deactivate your account? I'm telling y'all, they are in cahoots with each other. This make no sense, bro.
Would be conducted on July 5th, the following day after Wells would go missing on the island. Local outlet WLOX, who has been consistently covering the case, would confirm this in a story shared that day. The Jackson County Sheriff's Department is currently searching Horn Island with assistance from the Department of Marine Resources, the Gulf Island National Seashore, and the U.S. Coast Guard. So for some, including Wells' grandfather, how was his body found Monday when they had already searched the island on Sunday? For those who don't know, Horn Island is about 10 to 12 miles long and less than a mile wide, making up a little over 3,000 acres. Now, for those who currently don't think any foul play with the search is currently taking place, Nolan being found on Monday makes total sense if he ended up drowning and was later swept on shore. Now, a huge conversation that many can't ignore is the racial undertone attached to the story.
Yeah, he always in the middle.
Wells appeared to be the only black person in his friend group that went to the island, as well as the many injustices black people have seen in America's history, especially in places like Mississippi, where back in 1959, a black man by the name of Mac Charles Parker would...
Bruh, he remind me of Rich Homie Quan. He got eyes just like Rich Homie Quan.
The mob would beat and then shoot Parker at a bridge before wrapping him in chains and tossing him over the bridge
Rich Homie Quan
into
is,
the Pearl River. Civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump. Crump, who is known for his involvement with high-profile cases that are aligned with injustices, would announce he and his team are now joining the case to represent the family. He would go on to say in a statement, "We've been retained by the family of Nolan Wells, a beloved son, teammate, and friend who went out to celebrate the 4th of July and never came home." The wide receiver at Southwest Mississippi Community College was preparing to return for the upcoming football season and would have turned 19 next month. His family deserves answers. They deserve the truth. We will not rest until every fact about what happened to Nolan on Horn Island is brought into the light, and we call on investigators to pursue this case with the urgency and transparency this family deserves. Nolan's mother has continued to remain quiet along with Nolan's father outside of sharing a GoFundMe page in tributes to their son. According to Good Morning America, investigators are already
Man, I can't tell nobody how to grieve or nothing like that, but as a people, the last thing we got is our voice. That's the last thing we got, is to speak out. That's something that we always had, and that was our power. So if you don't take control of the narrative and speak out, now I'm not telling his parents how to grieve, but you're going to leave it up to these wicked people to shift the narrative and turn it around and say that he was out there by himself and he went for a swim. This is how stuff get changed. People need to hear your voice. Again, I can't tell that his parents how to mourn, but that's our power, is to yell and speak out. That there's power in that, y'all.
Expecting Nolan must have drowned, but as you can see, many people are not thinking this case is so simple.
Got to teach your kids, especially your kids that are hanging out with rich white kids. That is not good. You gotta stop letting them hang out with rich white kids. This Nolan Wells situation never should have happened. The parents of Nolan Wells should have known better than to let him hang out with these kids. I have an older son. I'm not saying it's the parents' fault, but I'm just saying it happens all the time. My older son is half black. He looked more black than he did half. But he got into a similar situation. He was fighting with a bunch of rich kids in North Atlanta, the North Atlanta suburbs, the richest neighborhood in Cherokee County, Georgia. And he was fighting with a bunch of boys over a girl. And lucky for him, he didn't wind up dead. He just wound up locked up for a while. But it could have wound up with him being killed. And, we as parents, we have to do a better job in informing our children about who they should and shouldn't hang out with. Because
so the sheriff department found Nolan's body. They said it was no foul play. Oh yeah, he just got tired and decided to take a nap in the water. Now they better off saying it's a shark attack, because at least that shark will be held accountable.
There is no.
At least the shark could get held accountable. They should have said it was a shark attack. At least the shark could get held accountable. But back to what the white guy was saying. White people are stepping up, letting you know, look, our people ain't right. I understand what my grandfather was trying to teach me growing up, but I had black friends. I wasn't hearing what my grandfather had to say. That's a lot of white people's stories. I knew this white girl whose father was trying to teach her how to hate black people. And that pushed her towards to be with black people because she couldn't stand her father for that. But what I'm saying is, y'all, that hatred is deeply rooted. And bruh, I don't care what you do. I don't care how athletic you is. If you ain't making these people money, nah. Even if you is making them, they still hate your ass. Understand, bro? And God is letting all this happen for a reason, to wake you up.
No way in hell that that young man decided to go for a swim by himself on that island on 4th of July weekend. The island's packed with people. It would be hard to even find a way to go for a swim by yourself alone on that island on 4th of July. It's just a little spit of land. But there is no fucking way in hell that young black man on an island full of white people decided to sneak off by himself and go for a swim alone in water over his head or anywhere near over his head. You understand what I'm saying? That's not something that happened. And an accidental drowning is the only way that young man could be dead
where we going
and
with
did not
bro?
be murder.
This video too fucking long.
And there's no
talk about it. It was just basically trying to break down. Yeah, this is basically breaking it down. What other white people are thinking about the shit, and how they feel about the whole situation.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, but it's like, damn, they're even warning you. They're like, yo, don't fuck with us, bro. Don't fuck with us. We not right in the head. Is it wrong to tell young black and brown kids, probably in best interest, you stick to your own, hang out with your
it's just hard to tell, man. It's hard to distinguish because nothing is 100%. It might be the vast majority, 70, 80%, but there's plenty of people that had plenty of outings with white people and came back safe. And then, you have some instances that where they went out and they didn't come back safe. So, it just depends. That I don't make excuses, but that alcohol, and when you impaired, man, and
facts,
I done made a lot of poor decisions when I was on alcohol, man. So, it just depends on the individuals, man, and how genuine the friendship is, and do they really cherish your friendship? Because you gonna get into arguments with friends. I have friends that I never argue with, and I have friends that shit we damn near argue every time we see each other. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's always like that.
yeah. It just depends, man. Me personally, I didn't grow up around white people, so I really don't know. I grew up around Spanish people, so there was never no friction. I ate at dudes' houses, spent the night. You know, I'm talking about play video games, all kinds of crazy things, man. So, matter, I used to live right across the street from Cuban Link.
Oh shit, word. You
Yeah,
serious?
167. That's my neighborhood. Yeah, that's
Oh
why I
shit.
hated when him and Payne was going at it. Man, I was like, oh man.
Yeah, that was
But I do
that was
get where Payne
interesting.
is coming from though, because he's mentally scarred, man. Like to talk about something every day, that's not, or at least try to reach out so you can try to repair that or get over
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that I challenged them on that too. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, fam, you know, you gotta either reach out to Joe, see if y'all gotta have a sit down and talk about, because it's that's something that happened when y'all was kids. It ain't like y'all was. I mean, it was adults, but it wasn't like,
Yeah, they
like,
were in young 20s.
yeah. Think
Yeah, that's
about
what
it
I'm
now.
saying.
Shit,
Complain about
Joe
something
got to be what, in
25
his
years
50s,
ago.
right?
Huh?
Joe got to be about in his 50s, right?
Joe, I know Cuban Link
Because I
and
know
me
Cuban
are
is
the
50.
same age. So I'm 50. I turned 51 this year. So he
Yeah,
got to be
Cuban is
like
50.
52.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
Banjo got to
something
be
like
like
that, right?
55 or 56.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something that happened when y'all was in your 20s, man.
Yeah, you gotta let that
I'm
shit
pretty
go, bro.
sure. Yeah, y'all gotta have a little conversation. Cause Joe look like he's in a great space. I don't know Joe. Don't get me wrong. My projects and his projects used to have drama, so
Oh
I don't
wow.
really know. But I know of him. I know he get busy. I know Joe was official in the street since
I
I was
heard
a
that.
kid. You know what I
I
mean?
heard that.
So
When I was in
yeah,
high
yeah,
school, I
he was
heard that.
official. He was Joe.
Yeah.
Joe got busy, and the Terror Squad, they were super official.
Right.
I'm not talking about the rappers. I'm talking about
The real Terror
street
Squad.
dudes.
Yeah, the street
Yeah,
dudes.
yeah. Because I grew up around all of that,
Yeah.
and but see, like I said, my projects and his, but we had on my block we got Posse None, and Posse None is the younger group under Terror Squad, the Posse None, and the Spanish kids from my neighborhood. That's what they ran with, Posse None.
Oh
You know
wow.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So I had the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? And but that was our only connection to Forest. And we didn't really mess with Forest. You know what I mean? Like that. Forest, they was their own little thing going on, and
Yeah.
we just didn't get along with them. And but Joe is super official, b
No,
super
I know.
official.
I heard. I heard.
Yeah,
I heard.
and
I mean,
I would
he's
hope.
older now, so he can't be carrying the shit he
Yeah,
did
that's what I'm
fucking
saying. And
25
look
years
at the
ago.
space he's in.
Yeah, he's
That
chilling.
Joda and Joe and
Yeah.
Jada. Yo, they chilling. I'm like, yo, I like where Joe's at. Cause
Mm-hmm.
whenever I seen Joe in the street, Joe was on some gangster shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He always mean mugging, army fatigues. You know what I mean? I didn't see him often, but the few times that I ran into him, he was always on gangster mode. He was a gangster.
Yeah.
So now you see him, he laughing. He at the Knicks game. I'm like, damn, yo.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Because I remember those stone faces back in the days, and now look at him and see him so jolly. I'm like, wow, that'd be a perfect time to have a conversation with him. Just
Yeah.
get just have a conversation with him, man. Y'all probably could I'm not saying be best friends, but just nip that in the bud so this guy could get over that joint, because he's mentally scarred behind that, man.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think
talking about
Joe trying
Cuban.
to. I don't think Joe trying to fuck with him anyway.
Well, not at the moment. Maybe in the next 5 years when Joe becomes 60, 62. I would hope he would want to go to the grave like that and try to get his man a little bit of peace of mind, man. Because this guy, when I was on Instagram, he was making a lot of crazy things about Joe. And I was like, at first it's funny, but it's like, yo, whoa, man, you borderline obsessed. That's a little frightening, man. When it gets to that point, where you're doing it every day, 10 times a day, like.
And then he's doing like 1,000 interviews with different platforms talking about the
And you
same
constantly
shit.
talking about that, right? Yeah, you gotta let that go, dude.
Yeah, he got hurt. You gotta let that shit go, dude.
But everybody take things differently.
True.
In different ways. Maybe he felt like he messed up his life. He could have been a star. Because Cuban was nice, yo. Cuban had bars.
I mean, he was supposed to come out with an album about 3 years ago called Missing Link. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Man, that come on, B. Nobody ain't buying no Cuban Link album at 49 years old. You know what I mean? Respectfully, you know what I mean?
No, I got you. I feel you.
Yeah, I mean, people still listen to him, his music and all that, but it's like I challenged him because I was like, yo, why you don't put the dudes on in the neighborhood? It's the young boys from the neighborhood, they was rapping, black and Spanish dudes. You know what I mean? Like, yo, why you don't go to the neighborhood and try to build? Why he didn't try to build something with Chris Rivers? Because Chris had it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Punch Son. Punch Son is nasty, B. Yeah, Punch Son is nasty. Different level nasty, I'm talking about.
Yeah, he gave up too.
Yeah.
It didn't work out for him. He was like,
I hated that, man. I really hated that for that kid. Even Punch's daughter, she was doing the glasses.
Yeah.
She was doing I don't know if y'all remember that. She was doing the glasses. It was, I don't know, man. I don't know. Even if you don't have to like somebody to do business with somebody, you know what I mean? Or at least try to come up. Let them come up, but who knows?
Yeah, facts, man. Terror Squad was dope. That first album was fire. It was a disappointment that it went the way it went.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe just my opinion, just seeing for all the nonsense that was going on. Maybe Cuban Link was like, oh, I'm the better nigga out of everybody. So he kind of had like a chip on the shoulder. But, you can't be doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody going to fuck with you.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Joe kind of, shitting on him at some point, like make a phone call. Yeah, fuck that nigga.
Yeah, but see, people don't understand. Joe don't have no connection to him like that. The connection was through Pun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they met on the humble. So it's not like Joe we grew up around Joe, but we didn't grow up with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's different. We're not from Forest. Joe from Forest.
Yeah.
So he got a specific people that he been around that he really, really grew up with. We didn't grow up with Joe. We played softball. I mean, the older dudes, the older Spanish dudes from my neighborhood, we used to go out there and play triple saves. They used to go out there and play softball against Forest.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I don't know if y'all remember.
Handball. That handball was lethal.
Handball, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I don't know if y'all remember the NYCHA when they used to have the little tournaments. They had the little basketball, New York City Housing Authority. They had the basketball. We had football. We had baseball and all that. You know what I mean? So we used to go against them. You know? So and I don't remember Joe at no softball games. I think Joe really was heavy in the streets back then. But yeah, man. Yeah, I've been around Pun personally. Man.
I was gonna ask you that. You ever ran into Pun?
Yeah, I've been around him personally. I heard him spit because when he was talking about it, I was like, he about to get on, and you just don't. When you think about somebody, you just see a big dude, but then when you heard him, you knew he was special.
Yeah, but you didn't know if
you could see he was special, man.
Yeah.
If people really listen to Pun, there's no way you can't say he at least in the top 5. Yeah, you gotta put him at least in the top 5. And anything outside of that, you never heard him. You never heard him, yo. I heard him when he was raw, Big Dog Punisher, because you got him full of clips, all that. I was around all of that joint. You know what I mean?
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yo, Pun. When I heard Pun, because they was talking about it, you heard the buzz. He had a mean buzz, yo. Especially when he linked with Joe. So we come around, you keep hearing his name, then you finally run into him. I'm like, that's Pun? And then when you heard him flow, It was special, bro. It was special. And you knew he had it, man. I wish if he would have stayed alive, B, the Bronx would have been super on the map, yo. But you know,
Yeah,
the tragedy, man, it was because he kept it.
yeah,
He kept everything together. He was the cash cow. He was the breadwinner. You know
yeah,
what I mean? But you remember Joe been rhyming for years. He had a buzz, but when he linked with Pun, it took him through the stratosphere. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Yeah, those were the days, man. Those were the days. We was all poor. Everybody hurting, going to get trays. We was smoking tray bags back then, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, B. Yeah, we from the struggle, man. We from the
yeah.
struggle.
Facts.
When Point first got that Lex and he came around, yo, everybody was happy for him. Everybody, yo, and he showed love. It was like he didn't skip a beat. He still was the bro because he still was coming around. You know what I mean? You know, and not unless he was taking care of business. You know how the game go. Once you
Yeah,
out there, you making maneuvers. You come to the neighborhood whenever you get some free time. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
it was just love, but that connection, it was never there. Forest in our neighborhood, just a little bit.
yeah,
Especially now with the Terror Squad, because that's the older one. Now Posse None is different. The Terror Squad was the older dudes, official, super official. Yeah, well, those are the days, man. You know, I want to ask y'all a question about Joe Jackson, man. What y'all think about Joe Jackson, Michael Jackson pops?
What about him?
What you think about him? Like you know how they be trying to portray him, like he was just the worst person on the planet.
Who knows, man? I really have no opinion on it. I never really looked into his life. I heard things, but I never really paid attention to that shit.
But people gotta understand, he grew up in the 50s and the 40s. You know, discipline was crazy back then. You know, you know how it go back in the days. Discipline, they didn't tolerate a lot of things.
I'm pretty sure he fucked up Michael Jackson and the rest of them dudes.
Yeah,
I believe it.
But they got it like he's the worst person on the planet. I'm like, man, they wouldn't be who they became if it wasn't for him. You know?
Shit, I know. My pops used to fuck me up for minor shit. You know what I mean? That was the time back then. So I really have no opinion.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He did what he did. Fuck it.
Yeah, they were raised different, man.
But at least they were raised different. I mean, that's how it was. Like, I don't know about you, but my parents, like, if you got like an 80 on an exam, they were like, you should have got 100. It was always, you got to go above and beyond.
Yeah, they like perfection.
I'm here with these guys who we talking. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, at the end of the day, though, when it's all said and done, they're gonna find a way. They're gonna find a way to whitewash all of this shit down, bro.
What's Tara at? Tara, you awake?
You know what I'm saying? Oh, Tara's probably rolling up. Let me guess, she's rolling up.
Yo, I want to ask Tara one question.
Say what?
Yo, on that date, the last time we did a live, I don't know what it was, 3 days ago. How'd it go?
Oh, yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, I was waiting for that shit. I was like, we gotta ask her. Next time she pull up, I want to know what happened.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you don't have to give details.
Reggae and chilled afterwards.
All right, so you scored?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. All right, no further questions, Your Honor.
I rest my case.
That's why I went.
No, I know that, but you get there and they be like, fuck this. Something happens.
He done said the wrong shit.
You said the wrong shit. He farted. You just left.
Right.
He didn't put no deodorant on. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Oh, hell no.
No,
it's cool.
His Peter was like 3 inches. He said, fuck.
No.
This nigga's back in my tummy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but we already been together like that before, so.
All right, so cool. No further questions, Your Honor.
They call it the no pants dance, man.
How many though, yo?
No pants dance.
Nah, I remember she was talking about it. She was like, "Yo, I'm smoking, ready to meet up with this dude." We were all invested. We was like, "This, oh shit,
That's right.
And then she went off, and that's it. We ain't hear about it no more. We ain't hear about it no more. It was mad details. I was talking shit. I can't remember what I said. There was a lot of jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna meet him up. Hold up, you met up with him how many times? Once.
Oh,
twice,
I don't even remember now.
Count. Ah, fuck it.
No.
Sigue fumando.
You killing me. Yeah, I don't remember how many times, but it's been more than a handful. So.
Oh, okay. So you going back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Go back.
That's all that counts, yo.
You so crazy. Oh my god.
You have. How long you been down there in VA, yo?
Since 2011.
Oh, Virginia.
I've been here since 2011.
That's what's up, B. I've been down here like 20-something joints, man.
I need y'all to subscribe to. I need y'all to subscribe to this channel.
What channel?
I'm about to put it up there now. Y'all can go to that, subscribe.
Yeah, but other than that, man, we just be chilling on this fucking live. That's all it is.
Yes, love, B. Great topic.
Especially when I come up in here. I always come up with some fucking bullshit.
Oh, yeah, man.
If Payne come up here, it's over.
Yeah, Payne, B.
Yeah, Payne's
I've been rocking with Payne for like almost 5-6 years, man. I met Jess and them through well, I met Half through Jess. I met Jess and them through Quick Vic.
Oh.
Yeah, Quick Vic. Yeah.
Okay, I know who that is. I never followed his
Quick
channel,
Vic.
but I know who that
Quick
is.
Vic. He's straight. Yeah, that's the bro. Yeah, I met a lot of people through him, man. And,
okay.
No, I met Payne through K Solo.
Oh, okay.
See, people don't know Solo is a legend, yo. Solo is a legend.
I know Solo.
Yeah, Solo is my guy, man.
Of him.
Yeah, Solo is my guy, man. He kind of went off the grid with the Trump thing. And yeah,
I watched a couple of his lives. He was cool.
Yeah, I don't knock nobody for their policies. Then he kind of flip flopped, and then that turned me off, man. But I still mess with him. That's my bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I still mess with him. But I just couldn't see how people thought that this guy, was for the people, man.
Cool Trump?
I couldn't figure that part out. But hey.
I thought that the first term, but then the second term, it was like a whole different ball game.
Yeah, I thought that no terms, man. I didn't. If you look at his history,
nigga, I didn't expect him to win neither time.
Yeah, I didn't have no expectations. And then once he did that J6 thing, that really, I was like, wow, man. Nobody never seen nothing like this before. Nobody never seen nothing like him.
He's still president.
Yo, he didn't even when the transition of power, wasn't even there to greet Joe Biden and nothing like that. And
yeah, he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, it was wild.
Bounced already.
Yeah, he jetted. And I was like, and then it's like, people don't understand. Back in the days when the king made rules and made when he went to go fight with other countries, the king normally used to be there fighting with the people. So why would your king tell you to go somewhere he ain't even gonna go? That's the part that would have been crazy. They probably would have went bonkers if he showed up. They probably would have burnt the whole thing down. But he's doing all this from an office. Yeah, it was bizarre, man. I was like, well,
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't see nothing great in this guy, man. I don't see nothing great in no politicians, to be honest. Because,
they always, you know what? They always introduce you some shit, and then later on
do opposite. Yeah,
do the opposite, or they'll add something that you didn't want. Like for instance,
yeah, they might be good for a couple of years, but then they shift.
Like for instance, New York, you vote them in for whatever the case, and then Hochul decided to do this congestion pricing for what? I don't know. it worked out the first couple of months. You didn't see no cars in the city, less traffic. Now, bro, it's like the same it was before that. So it was just a money grab. And I don't go to Manhattan for shit.
Oh yeah, man, it's
I try to
congested.
avoid that shit, bro. Nah, it's crazy. Even with congestion prices, motherfuckers is still fucking up the traffic. Yeah, so it's a money grab. Oh, it's just to reduce less cars. Niggas don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
That's right.
So I don't know, man. Shit is just wild.
Yeah, it's coming to the point where we're gonna have to relieve them of their duties, not in a physical way, but just in a mental, man. We got to get mental with them because they just don't get it, man. They don't get it.
The only thing I give Trump for his first term is when Biden tried to what was it? It was who was the mayor at the time? I think it was de Blasio. De Blasio was trying to push congestion pricing. And then Trump being Trump, because he hates all the fucking left and Democrats. He was like, nah, I'm not signing that shit. So he kind of like blocked it. So I was like, oh, we good. You know what I'm saying? We ain't getting that shit. As soon as Biden got into office, yeah, I'll sign off on it. Because again, it has to go through the feds before the city could do it or the state. And when Biden signed it, I was like, fuck Biden too. You know
what did he do?
So,
what he signed?
Nah, he signed off on congestion pricing.
Oh.
When de Blasio wanted it and Trump was in office, he said, nah, I ain't doing it. I ain't signing off on it.
Yeah, but he does it like a baby.
But then when Biden got in there, he signed off on it. I was like, well, what the fuck? We got screwed.
Yeah, but this guy, he does things like a baby.
To reverse anything is crazy. So it's like you just said, all these politicians, I don't fuck with none of them, bro.
Yeah, they crooked, man.
To be honest.
They're all crooked. They all got a little bit of...
They just mad he's exposing it. They mad because he's exposing it.
Yeah. Now, we got Mondami
they
now.
tight about that.
He's all right, but there's certain things I don't like about him. There's certain things I like about him. But...
I think he's doing more than any other mayor that's been there recently.
I mean, it depends, dude, because he's trying to say, well, if I can't hit the rich with higher tax prices, then the middle class got to get hit. I fall in the middle class bracket. I don't want fucking more taxes, nigga. Fuck out
that's
here.
right. Yeah, get the hell out of there,
Yeah,
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, they don't appreciate you, man.
I was looking at South Carolina. Y'all taxes
yes.
crazy.
Yo, it's love out here, fam. Yeah, it's love.
It's dope.
It's a lot more up-tempo than people think it is, and especially where I'm at in Aiken. It's not like the main city is Columbia. Okay. It's not like Columbia, but it's very up-tempo, man.
Nah, I was looking at houses. They were like 200,000, 300,000. Tax, what is it? The yearly tax like 2,000 a year. Dude, over here I'm paying like 6,000 a year for a fucking house. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Car insurance is. I don't even want to talk about car insurance.
Yeah, my joint is crazy too. And then it's like if you don't pay, and it's like if you don't pay it, they come and seize your joint, man. So you don't really never own nothing. It's sad, man. Even because I got land out here. Land out here, man. Yeah. I think within in a couple of they got trailers. They got module homes that look just like houses, and yeah, man, you be surprised for you could get something for like 40,000-50,000 and put some work into it, and it could be your dream home, man. You'd be surprised, yo. Yeah, like these major big houses and all that. Them joints is overrated. You get one of them joints.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I had a single
one floor fucking house, and I'm cool with it.
Yeah, you be chilling, B. Me and my ex, we had a single wide. That joint was official. If we put a little bit of work into it, boy, it's good money. But she destroyed it now. But back when I was there, man, it was good money. I didn't even realize it like a little apartment. We had 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. We had a laundry area. Yeah, it was crazy. Love, man.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 full bathrooms, not no half joints. 2 full bathrooms.
Yeah.
And it was love, B. And we only paid we paid like 8 and maybe put like 4 to 5 into it.
Okay.
So it was like 12,000-13,000 for shorts. We already had the land.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight.
You got
Once you get the session ticket and all that stuff. Yeah, the land is fit. But if you don't pay it, they come take it.
Yeah.
You don't pay the taxes on it, they take it. So you don't really own it, you know?
Yeah.
You're always fucking paying taxes for what I see on every fucking thing.
Yeah,
everything,
taxes
bro.
everywhere, dude.
Everything. Yeah. Chill, fellas. My mother gonna lay it down, B.
Yeah, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, I
It's like-
appreciate your
it's like
time, man.
3:15.
Much love, B.
Yeah, facts, bro. It was
You already
always
know,
great. It was always great to chill with y'all and anybody
Yeah,
else. that
always,
pulling
man.
up.
Always.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm about to go
discussion and
watch
shit.
X-Men 97.
Yeah, we got a nice community going, man. I hope we can keep it going and do some expansion and with great people that want to see a change in life, and we gotta have that mind frame of anything can be done.
This one got the munchies.
Yeah, she over here
All right,
eating
y'all.
fucking nuts. Pause.
Oh, get some pizza.
Yo, you got pepperoni on that shit?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, yo, we out of here, man. Peace.
Y'all ready? You know,
All right, good night.
everybody. I'm Havoc 3E. That's Tara Sanchez. That's Irv. That was X. And this is Smoked Out Society, home of the Rico Squad. Y'all already know, man. Good topics, good talk. We learn, we teach each other, we do it all. You already know how I'm going out. I'm going out once again. Be on the lookout. These ladies are officially about to hit the platform again. I'm Havoc 3E, Smoked Out Society. We out.
Beats on the track. Beats on the track.